What is up, y'all? It is Jay the Great Heel, your host, back with Jay Talks episode number 15. And yeah, there's only two of us. Hopefully, Thomas can make it, John couldn't make it, and we couldn't find any viable guests. But fuck it, the show has to go on.
Of
Um,
course.
a lot has happened since the last podcast, sports wise and worldwide. Like what
Yeah,
current
worldwide.
events? There's gonna be all kinds of shit to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Um, I guess first we got to start out the way we always do. We got to ask, the only guest today, how he's been since the last podcast, which was like
It's
two. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Since was I was just gonna say it was like 2 weeks ago since we last did one, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's been good. We actually, I got to finally meet you in person, which was
Yeah,
dope. Like,
yeah,
yeah. If you guys don't
yes.
know, me and Jay actually, we met up for the first time since I think for a while.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've met a person ever. But yeah, as far as me, I've just been YouTube. Well, last week I actually didn't post all week because I was so busy because of school. But then this week, I guess we killed it with that live reaction. I didn't expect it to do so good. I was like, oh shit.
Right, man. That's how it is. The
Yeah.
first, it's always how it's good. It's because the YouTube algorithm is so like it's
So
iffy. It
yeah,
ain't how it used to be no more. Everyone has to be. It's like if you since you uploaded on the first day of the Adesanya fight. I don't know if it was the day after. It's
yeah,
usually the first 2 days. That's when it gets big because I saw some of the when you posted that video. I saw a couple of links or videos that were actually posting it like the next day, and those
yeah.
videos are kind of small. But you post on the first day. That's pretty good so far.
To the sports now, everyone that's
Yeah,
been
let's get to
waiting.
it. Mhm.
First thing, I mean, we've kind of just talked about it even before we started the NBA Finals Game One.
It
Um,
was. I'll give you this much. I watching that game. Was I surprised that Lakers took home the first win? Like I wanted them to because
oh
the
yeah,
first two. Yeah, the first two. I mean, the first two games of the whole playoff series, like they never really gotten the win. Blazers took them out first run, and then it was
that's true.
the Rockets, and then following that they beat the Nuggets, and So I kind of wanted them to get the first win. Plus, you want to get the lead if
Yeah,
you're in the NBA
they
playoffs.
the first quarter, it was actually that was the most competitive quarter of
It
the whole game.
was.
It was
It
actually
was.
they barely took the lead at the very end. The Heat were actually up by like at one point they were up by like 13 points.
I know. No, that was
Butler,
funny.
what's his name? Crowder, Butler. A couple of guys were cooking, and then
Mhm.
they lose the lead in the first. The second, it was pretty competitive, back and forth, and then the last like 3 minutes, I heard they made like 11 threes. The Lakers did. Like everyone, I heard 8 players in the whole game scored a couple threes. Like 8 players scored
Yeah.
all those threes. I was like, what the fuck? And they're all none of them can miss from three. I was like,
Well,
wow.
it's good because like a lot of because I think the main issue that Frank Vogel did say, I think in the last game, the last series with the Nuggets is like it's just the chemistry. You have to. The problem here's my thing about Lakers that that needs to be fixed. Hopefully for next season,
Yeah,
um, it's just the communication between the players is very very off. I can see it a lot because mostly with AD and LeBron, especially with AD, Anthony Davis, in my opinion he's with the new team. I'll give him that. And on
yeah,
top of that, too, he has to basically be LeBron's, teammate. And I just feel like that's the problem. If you watch some of the footage from, I think the Houston Rockets and Denver games, those footages, watch I think Game 7. It was pretty tough for AD to pay attention to LeBron and kind of communicate well with other people as well and with Rondo. But
yeah, yeah.
I think the first game of the Miami Heat game, like it seemed better because I think they finally realized what the mistakes they were making because now it was a championship game. And I know LeBron James for a fact does not want to be swept like
Oh,
he did last or
oh,
a
fuck no,
season ago.
no.
Like it's embarrassing because I think LeBron knows that he's trying to if you saw the celebration that I think against the Nuggets, like he was not happy. Like I
He,
understand
yeah, he just wants to win the whole thing. That's all he
that's
wants.
LeBron. That's the mentality. LeBron wants to win.
Yeah,
And
think,
shit, I understand too. Why would I be celebrating? I just beat the Nuggets. Like, dude, we're not done yet. We gotta beat the Miami Heat and
like Jordan mentality. But
Jordan mentality, Kobe mentality. I mean, that's
Cody,
basically
yeah,
what it is. He's trying to basically do what every NBA player should be doing, which is not be celebrating too early. Don't get it too excited. Basically, start winning championship.
yeah.
I
That's what
think
all the greats do.
I
Yeah,
think for the most part with this game, it kind of gave me a good sense that it's working now and they're really doing the best they can. Because Caruso's pretty good. Rondo was doing pretty good. So was
Yep,
AD and
yeah.
LeBron.
They all played
All of
really
them
well. Yeah.
were making consecutive threes, and I really enjoyed it so far. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
for this game, people are like already predicting who's gonna win this. I'm going Lakers 5, but I do hope that whatever happens for this series, it does get better.
Yeah. Obviously for Miami, the injuries were they were terrible. They lost like
Very terrible.
basically their three best players. They lost Butler.
Mhm.
Well, Butler stayed in the game, but he got injured. Dragic, I heard he had a plantar tear or some shit, which is not good.
Yeah,
There has been people that have played at the next game, but that can be bad. That can be bad if they don't.
I'll
If
check the update really quick. I think the on AD, I can probably check it right now. And I'm
yeah,
up in net. I'm just
yeah.
saying because I think right now we're seeing a good impact on the games for because I saw Dragovic. I think he's good for next games.
I think he will be. Yeah, and today's medicine. Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
like
I mean,
put some
because
kind
like
of like an injection or some shit. I don't know. They'll do something.
nah, they got millions of dollars, man. They'll take whatever they
Yeah,
can if they win. And the next game is on Friday, so I am hoping for it.
yeah.
Oh
Tomorrow.
damn, yeah, they're still pretty hurt right now. I think
Yeah,
Crowder. Nah, I think yeah. It said Jimmy Butler he's gonna be back next game for sure.
yeah.
So
He just probably has like I think he rolled his ankle. I think that's what happened. I
it
think.
hurt. I mean, have you ever rolled an ankle before?
Oh,
That
oh
shit
yeah. I have. It's
badly.
fucking. It hurts really fucking bad. Um,
Yeah.
and then the other guy, Bam. I heard he fucked up his shoulder. I think he bumped into Morris. Morris and him like
Yeah,
bumped in or some shit, and he fucked up his shoulder. I don't know if he'll be back. I think he will. The only guy that's like might be serious is Dragic. He might be the only one.
we talk about. I mean, that's Jagovic's injury is kind of more serious because is he a power forward or what is he? I don't know what he
I
is.
think he is a power forward. He's like 6'10", or either that or
Power forward.
small forward or some shit. I don't know.
He's pretty good. I'll give him that much.
This playoffs, especially against Boston, he was really really good. Yeah,
But you got to take consideration too. It's just like I understand this is Miami's first trip to the playoffs since.
since LeBron, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. Wait. They weren't. I trying to remember. Weren't they in the playoffs before? There was another team. I think. Yeah, I think it was. I think it's LeBron. So they haven't been to the playoffs since 2013. That's like the last time LeBron was there.
yeah, since the last time he was there. But
Imagine though. Imagine if D Wade was still there and Bosch. Oh
oh
god,
shit,
that
if
would
they
be
were,
amazing.
that would be LeBron facing his old teammates. But yeah, they're not as obviously they didn't last as long as LeBron. LeBron's still strong at 17 years in, but as far as the Lakers, I think if they play this aggressive, they might sweep them. They might not win. The Miami now might not even win a game, especially now that they're injured. They're beat up. They're beat up and stuff.
Well,
LeBron
because the
played
thing you
good.
gotta understand too. I think for the most part, this is a young team. They ain't like no veterans. Like besides Jimmy, he's probably like the
Yeah,
only veteran there.
and I'm sure he's like in the finals. He's like, oh shit, I'm here for the first time.
Mm.
Yeah, he's
Well, because
probably
he's been to the playoffs like a lot of times, but he was with different teams. Like he was with the Bulls, the
yeah
Timberwolves, the Sixers. So he's.
Sixers. Yeah,
But this is actually his first time in a championship game, like where
yeah,
he knows that he needs to start stepping up to the plate. And I do give. I mean, his story, his NBA story is basically is like a full on movie if you actually follow what he did to get
yeah.
there.
He's a beast.
It's really good that he's I kind of want him to win, but same time as like, dude, you ain't going against Steph Curry or fucking Akatumbo. You're going against
Yeah, LeBron to him, this is nothing. He's been there 10 times now.
he
So
eats this like candy.
yeah, this is like short, like just another game to him. I think he's been there so many times. It's
I
pretty
feel like
pretty.
it's like an Iverson type of a thing. You know, when Kobe and Iverson when they first enjoyed each other, this is basically like a reminisce of it.
Yeah,
Except switch the roles of it'd be Iverson would be Jimmy Butler and then LeBron would be Kobe because in that sort of situation.
yeah.
But yeah.
But as far as it doesn't look really good for Miami. I didn't think they were gonna win anyways, and I thought they were gonna lose in 5, but they might lose in 4 now. If unless Butler, Bam, and Dragic are like pretty healthy, then maybe they'll win a game. But if they
I wouldn't be
don't,
surprised.
there's no way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Butler came through and won the next game, but it's
He
kind of
can.
impossible.
Yeah. Oh, this other guy, Tyler Hero, the rookie.
I've been
Um,
hearing that guy a lot in the
yeah,
conversation. I have seen a couple of he's at 20 years old, he's already,
he can score.
a little better, man. I haven't dude, I heard about Hero last year, but I
Yeah,
think the reason why he got shadowed because guess who in that situation was brought up a lot?
Zion,
Fucking Zion.
Zion,
That's what people
and
kept
Ja.
saying. Like
Yeah,
no one paid attention that everyone was eyeing Zion because for one he was from Duke,
he's a
and like
monster.
yeah, he was just a big guy. People would say you're married to Shaq. While Tyler Hero was kind of in that same boat, and no one talked about him. I saw him
No.
on Miami when D-Wade came to when D-Wade came back to Miami. I know he was talking about him a lot
Yeah,
for the most part.
Hero is the one that kind of won them Game 7 against Boston in a way when they
And
last game. But he's pretty good. I think he's gonna get a lot better over the years. In the finals, I think he's just like starstruck. He's like, holy shit, it's LeBron. And
yeah, dude.
he
You
got
can say
shut
all you
down.
want about this. Is what I'm saying. You can say all you want about Zion, like he's the best in the world, I guess, in people's eyes. But like, dude, this is his first time in an NBA championship.
Yeah,
And I think one reason why this may be it, I think it just has to do with just, the media, social media. And that's
yeah.
good.
Zion
I
was
think
so
in some
hyped.
way, yeah, I think in some ways this is a good man. Well then too, because Zion, like, he got injured and like
Yeah, that fucked
he
up his
wasn't
season.
he kind of didn't have and the coaching over in the New Orleans is terrible. It's very, very terrible. I think I
Yeah,
saw a game where he only played for like I think 15 minutes. They threw him out.
they wouldn't play him very long. They're like, let's keep him healthy. Fuck it. I'm like, oh,
And
dude.
and in retrospect, for a business standpoint, that is reasonable.
Yeah,
But
for business. Yeah, business wise. Yeah.
keep it that way. Zion at least should have played maybe 30 minutes. I think
Yeah,
15
he's
is too short.
For Zion. First of all, I think he's too heavy for his size. He's like 6'6", 290 or some shit. I'm like, dude, LeBron's not at 290. He's 6'9". He's like
I
260.
think I think Zion. I think what Zion got, he's got like a bulk. He's got like a bulk body.
Yeah, he does.
He's not obese.
No,
He's
he's not.
not.
He's not.
Nah, he's just got a lot of maybe body fat that could be just slowing because it's not a bad thing. Like you can
Yeah.
have a big. I mean, as long as he's active, like if
Uh-huh.
he stays in shape, like he can. I think he should drop some of that weight though. Like he
Yeah, I
doesn't
do
need
too.
that because
Especially because he dunks a lot. He's landing a lot of pressure on his knees from all that fucking weight. He's gotta
nah, he
get.
should focus on just like trying to improve on his legs a lot.
Yeah.
Upper body strength wise, like I
He's.
think you should watch. There's some people out there who are big, like Shaq and the mental. Well, in Shaq's era, he was considered big, but he wasn't out of shape. And I think
Yeah.
he got he became out of shape when he after I think he won his ring with Miami.
Yeah.
And I think
That's when he stopped really. He didn't really keep in shape like his young prime. Yeah. But
Prime Shaq
yeah,
was when he was with Kobe, dude. That was just like it was good years.
unstoppable. That's what he was. But
Well, Kobe said too that his body at some point he was getting slowed and like and I do agree with Kobe on that one. Like if you can't keep up on the court, you might as well just go retire and sit down.
yeah.
What
But
about that?
as far as game one, yeah, I think Anthony looked like he could do whatever he wants. LeBron looked like he could do whatever he wants. If they can't stop them, which I don't think they can, even if Bam
Yeah,
is healthy, it's over. I think it's over. But
I think
they could win one game though.
I think if the next game is this Friday and I for the most part, if these injuries are not bad, besides I think Dragovic's shoulder, I think Miami because I know Butler he should be good for next game.
Yeah, he'll be good.
For
I
sure
think.
he'll be good next game.
Yeah,
However, for Dragovic, they might keep him out of this game if it's not serious. If it's minor, they might throw him back. My only problem is a shoulder injury can get bad if
yeah,
it's not, even if with the day off like today, like they got to get back because he has to work out and kind of get his body back in shape.
yeah,
And if a shoulder injury, like now, if it's just a sprained shoulder, I think they could keep him out, but they might monitor him. They might play. He could play, but he might have to monitor it and keep him out for a couple minutes.
yeah. He'll
But
probably be careful.
if it's severe and actually feels like dislocation, like they might need to pull him out of the series. But
Yeah,
hopefully, I don't think so, man. Besides, you want to make the series entertaining. I mean, it's
yeah.
like
If
with
he's out,
basketball.
it's over. It's over.
Yeah, you want to keep it a little bit entertaining, like keep it going for a little while. You don't want to just end it too early. I know people want to end this game early because, like, football season and baseball seasons are kind of important to them, but
Yeah,
the season's not going to start back up for I think basketball until December. I think. I
I think
know
so. Yeah, because it ended like different time this time than regular normal. Yeah,
they could start back up in December. Personally, that's where I think it
yeah,
should start up because it's probably the best. I think honestly too because the preseasons are in October,
mm,
while as November that's when the season starts. But I think yeah, it's gonna be weird though.
mm.
it's weird right now,
because of
personally.
COVID. Yeah, but yeah, game two is tomorrow at 6. If they win again like that, it's over. Basically, I think they get swept. But moving on from NBA, this
Yep.
is obviously UFC. Um,
Cool.
I guess the first thing we obviously have to talk about was UFC 253, Adesanya
That
versus
was good.
Costa. Let's start with the co-main event, which is very disappointing.
Yeah.
Jan Blachowicz defeated Dominic Reyes via TKO in the
Not
second
my best.
at the end of the second round. Um, I knew that Jan hit hard. I didn't know he hit this fucking hard, especially his kicks. I was impressed with his power. Dominic looked like I heard a good point from someone that said maybe he let the hype get to him because everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
he beat John Jones. I'm like, in the world of fighting, it doesn't matter if you almost beat someone like John Jones, you could still lose to anyone else at that level. Everyone's world class, man. So I
I think
mean,
for the most part, I have to agree with on that too. It's just like I think for this fight, I didn't see Dominic look like he was in shape too. I
yeah,
felt like he didn't like he wasn't like if you go watch the John Jones fight, his body and his like was more physique was more like in shape. Whereas
yeah,
you watch this fight, I felt like he didn't. I felt like he did train, but he didn't work out as hard. Cause look at Jan, like his body was fucking jacked. Like it looked like
yeah,
he
he looked good.
worked out for the whole fight.
Yeah,
While I look at Dominic, like I feel like the guy didn't. He looked slim, but he didn't look like he was like cut
he
and like
he
all that
looked.
stuff.
What I think played a role was one. I think maybe ring rust, maybe he didn't train as hard. He's like, if I can beat John Jones, I can beat this guy. That's probably what he thought, and he was wrong. Jan beat the shit out of him.
I thought I was mad, dude. I really wanted him to
Yeah,
win,
I
dude.
was
I think
mad.
that robbery. I mean, because here's the thing. I know in UFC, there comes a point in time where there's going to be a champion who will vacate a belt, which it did happen recently with Triple C, and
Uh-huh.
there's going to be times where any fighter is going to want to take that belt, and anyone needs to validate that belt to keep it going. Because I know from a business standpoint, you have to keep the business going,
Yeah,
and these fighters they want to win. Like I think, for example, the Holloway fight, I thought that should have went to Holloway,
yeah, that was very
but
close.
yeah, that was close. That was a good fight.
Peter
Watching
Yan.
this,
I mean,
yeah, watch
not what's his name? Yeah, Peter Yan, right? Versus
Peter
Max
Yan,
Hall.
Peter Yan and Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to win a belt. While if you
Uh-huh.
look at this fight, I felt that one person was kind of more hungrier than the other one.
Yeah, I
I
think
just,
that's yeah.
I couldn't. As much as I'm a Dominic Reyes fan, I do feel like maybe the hype train of him was getting good, but
Yeah.
then he wasn't chasing for. I felt that hunger wasn't there in him, but maybe I was wrong. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
as far as the lightweight division, this is one thing I gotta say about John Jones. I know he tweeted, "Should I go back?" First of all, you shouldn't go back.
Nah,
You already
hell
beat
no.
everybody's ass. No one cares. No one wants to see you back down there just to beat everyone's ass again. We already know.
No.
Let them have their fun. Jan is the champ. The thing is, Jan has lost to a few people. He's lost to
Yeah, he's lost to
Thiago beat
TKO.
him. Thiago Santos beat him. Alexander Gustafsson, I think, beat him.
Mm-hmm.
So and Glover, Teixeira, and Thiago are gonna fight soon.
Yeah.
I think the winner of that's gonna fight Jan. Jan could very
Yeah.
well lose to either one of those guys. He could.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no
Um,
doubt.
but now that John's gone, I think honestly, I think the belt's not going to stay with someone very long, not for a while, unless
I think
John
with
wants to
John
go back.
Jones in this situation too with Blachowicz, I think he should, I think wait for the next guy.
Yeah,
And personally, it's interesting. Dominic Reyes, I think, should take this loss as a learning experience. And he's not, and also too, like he's not. It ain't like he's been going like 20, 28 and 4. Like this guy, he's only like 12 and 2. So he's not.
yeah, he's young.
No, he's like I think he's number 3. I think I'm not sure if he's not ranked number 3 right now or
Probably
4.
is now. Probably
Yeah,
is now.
right
Yeah,
now, but like he can bounce back from this loss and basically try to reclaim the belt if he wins like the next 2 fights or 3 fights, depending on who wants to fight him. Because there's some people right now in that division that can possibly like if he fights, who would be a good opponent right now in the lightweight division? He could fight
maybe.
Holloway, not Holloway, not Gustafsson. He could fight him.
If he did, yeah, he fought at heavyweight. If he decides to fight light heavyweight, I guess that'd be cool. I guess
Mm-hmm.
Alex has a window now since John's there. He's never going to be John, but John's not there
Nah,
anymore. Maybe he could come back. Maybe that'll fuel him again to come back. Who
There's a
else?
couple good fighters who I think Dominic could
Yeah,
come back.
there's
And so it's not
Ozdemir. There's a few guys. Yeah, a few couple
who else
guys.
would be it. Well, again, it's not. I think Dominic. I think it's not the end of the world. I just think maybe he didn't take this fight seriously, which I understand. It happens to a lot of fighters, especially the hype train of John Jones and him fighting basically kind of
Yeah,
boosted his ego a little bit and also his popularity in the UFC. But I think he should have been more serious about the and too. Like I think Blachowicz is not a guy to be reckoned with. I know he's strong. He's fought people
he's a
before.
monster. Yeah, he's
Yeah, so like, dude, he looks like a freaking little Brock Lesnar, and I
he
see it in him.
yeah he impressed me with how good he was. Oh yeah, there's a few
Ooh.
guys. Anthony Smith, OSP, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker's still kind of low on the ranking still though.
Johnny Walker, I can't. Johnny Walker, I feel like he's there, but he needs to come back. He
Yeah,
just he's not doing too well right now. I
I
think
mean
after he lost, who did he lose to?
he got
He lost
he all the hype went away when he got his ass knocked out by Corey Anderson, who's not even in the
Corey
UFC.
Anderson.
He's
That
not even in
was
the
his.
UFC anymore. He's in I think Bellator now.
I think he was. I think he did fight someone recently too in Bellator. I don't know who it was though.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
but yeah, that was that. That was disappointing. Obviously, the main event was very shocking. I have a fight announced if anyone wants to watch that. It's the newest video after this one.
Please go watch it.
Yeah, I think I did a good job. But Israel Adesanya knocks out Paulo Costa.
Uh,
Round two, ass whooping. What I think the most shocking part was Paul didn't even fight the way he does. I think he was honestly. I think he was a deer in headlights when he saw how good Israel really was. I don't think he expected him to be that good.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Adesanya that I'm starting to realize too, and hopefully people will realize this, is that his fighting style is really, really it's new. It's unique a little bit. We gotta realize too, like the reach was still there. Like
Yeah,
he like
very
I
long
saw
reach.
like Costa. Here's the thing. There's Costa eras basically who look like him, who have big muscles. I think one example would be Romero. Romero kind of
Romero,
has like
yeah.
has a Costa body.
He does. Yeah,
The problem is like it's the length. Like you can be a big guy, have big muscles, and still have the body of Costa. And thinking you could take a scrawny, skinny guy like Romero, like I'm sorry, Israel.
mm.
But I think what people didn't realize was like he had like a lot of reach. Like, and I think if Costa, he should have pressed him. I don't know why he didn't do that. The whole
he
fight, he didn't do that.
yeah he. First of all, what was worse is that he started taunting him when he was
Yeah,
losing. I'm like, you're losing the fight, and he was literally asking him to keep kicking him in the leg. I'm like, dude,
that was a bad.
you're getting your leg fucked up, and you're taunting him to kick you more. I'm like, Israel. He's honestly I think almost I can almost say by far the best striker in that division, and the best striker in the whole UFC, better than anyone at kickboxing. Um, he
Costa, in
was
my opinion, should have
phenomenal.
like.
It's
I think
phenomenal.
what Costa should have done basically, if you the taunting, I felt was not needed
Yeah,
because there was no point to do it.
he was losing
Like
too.
you can't like. Here's the thing: if you're in the octagon, I mean, you're not in the octagon. You're outside in the real world. You could say shit all you want, try to make the other guy, try to get in their head and whatnot, try to make them feel like they ain't shit. That's
Yeah,
fine. That's acceptable. Do that shit. I mean, but when it comes to fighting the octagon, you have to leave that shit outside. You can't bring
yeah,
it into the octagon. And my main issue I saw with Costa was like the taunting, because you can't. Because here's the thing, I think this taunting stuff started with McGregor and there's a couple other
yeah,
fighters too. But McGregor is basically a prime example who's done this before in the UFC, who's
yeah.
taunted in the ring, who's done this shit, and basically try to get in the fighter's head and try to leave him like open. But with Israel, like this guy's a champion. You know he's not gonna do that.
Yeah,
It's just instinct.
the thing is, he was losing and he's doing it. But Connor
Mhm.
would do it. He did it against Eddie Alvarez, who he was beating the shit out of. He did it against
He did it against Nate at one point.
Nate,
Nate,
which was a competitive fight. And here, Paul is doing it when he's getting his ass beat. I'm like, what are you
I
doing? But
know this is
Israel, what really impressed me was like technique wise was his kicks, his feints, the way he uses like this is combinations are he's brilliant. He's on another level. He's not no one's on his
he
level.
got good. He got pretty good. I saw some when he hit him when he got him. I think in the second round when he hit him really good in the head. That's kind of like where I thought he was bleeding from his leg for a second. I thought like all that pressure he was taking because that's the one thing I realized too. And I give Costa props because I think he was smart because I found out like that type of what you saw, those little dots on he had on his leg, whatever.
Yeah.
That's basically to reduce some pain reliever or somewhat to like stop taking pain from the leg or whatnot. It's basically they do it for athletes, also do it too for their backs or for so basically it's kind of to help relieve the pain and tension. So he was smart to do that. That's
Yeah.
why he kept telling him hit him there. I was like, why did he? And I realized that he's doing that because he can't feel it. But you gotta realize too, like Israel is a fucking kickboxer. He'll kick the shit out of that leg, and
Yeah. He beat
it
the
may hurt him. It's probably gonna hurt Israel later, but like in a fight, that's not ideally
no.
the best thing to do.
Yeah, Paula. I mean, Israel. He. I could basically say he did. He annihilated. He destroyed him. It wasn't even. I can't say any other word. He completely annihilated him. Chopped. He just completely broke him down. Broke him down, and then the aftermath. Obviously, he humped him and shit and all this other shit. But the thing is, the people that don't know, Paula talked a lot of shit before the fight. He posted a lot of shit on social media, calling
Yeah,
Israel like a skinny
here,
pussy and shit. I'm like, dude,
yeah.
when you talk shit, you're gonna get shit back, especially when you get your ass whooped like that. Like,
I'll give you this. I think for the most part, it's fine to humiliate a guy who fucked you over, basically taunted you. I do think I will say this though. The humping was unnecessary.
yeah,
Like
probably that probably wasn't
I that
necessary.
was okay. That was kind of like out of nowhere, and I understand Israel was pissed and upset. I do think it's sportsmanship wise, you should not basically try to hump the other. And like he got shit for this. I understand. He's like, I don't go fuck. Like,
Yeah, he
but it's
doesn't.
like, dude, you fucking touched the guy's ass on live television,
Yeah,
and
that
like
was a little too much, but he
that's
beat the
too
shit out
much,
of him.
man. That's
He
just
beat
like
he beat the shit out of him, and then he disrespected him. But
and again too, like I understand why he did it. I think
yeah,
he just in the moment he didn't realize it.
yeah.
I think
Paul
he's just
talks
trying
a
to
lot of
fucking
shit.
yeah, he's just trying to humiliate him. I understand, but like, dude, just get the knockout, secure the win, and that's it. Don't. I think him humping him at the end that was really uncalled for.
Yeah,
But again, I can't vouch for that. I think Israel should do the right thing, bro, and just apologize because I do want to because that's humiliating, man. Costa got a lot of shit for that, and
yeah.
like people
Knocked him out and then humped him. That's fucking crazy.
like the knockout I can accept, but the humping shit that needs to go away. Like I think
yeah.
Israel should apologize for that. Say, hey, bro, my bad. It was in the moment. I wasn't thinking, and then apologize. Because I do know Costa's pretty upset by that. Because if you saw, there
He's
was a
really
video
upset. Yeah, he posted a
that
video. It's like he's like, "Let's do the rematch now." I'm like, "No, people
no
want it
one's like,
now."
dude, he can't. There's no way. You're gonna have to win 2 more fights to get a
Yeah,
chance to rematch him again.
he was pissed. Man.
Um, yeah, but what I don't understand too is like, if you watch that fight, have you noticed that his pec was blown out? Like it was looked
Oh,
weird.
I heard that like people thought it was steroids. First of all, it's not.
It's not steroids.
They thought it was gyno, which it actually for it to be gyno, it has to happen to both. So it's not
Yeah,
that. For people that actually know what they're talking about, they thought it was like maybe you got punched there or kicked there really bad, and it's like fucked up.
I
Maybe
thought
it's
maybe he
healing.
might have blown. What I've thought too was I think maybe he blew out his pec, which can happen sometimes in weightlifting.
Yeah,
Um, if you because Israel's a skinny guy, he's got like a lean body.
yeah,
He probably lifts a lot of weight, and just my theory, I think maybe because my problem is though is like if he blew out his pec, he shouldn't be able to fight. But that
yeah.
could be another thing. What I think was maybe he was weightlifting so much and probably pushing himself that he might have blown out his pec when he was doing like dumbbells or maybe something like that. That's probably blew out because I think that could be one thing that happened. He might have blown it out. And has there been a confirmation of what caused it or not? They're just
Well,
speculation.
doctors, like actual doctors, said it was most likely that that he got trauma because even blowing out your pec, it's
Yeah,
usually up here, like around here. So
yeah.
that wouldn't go down here. It'd be So yeah, they probably thought it's not gyno, it's not steroids, it's just not. It has to be probably maybe he got fucking kicked really hard in sparring and it's healing and it looks fucked up or
Yeah, because it
but
looked it looked it,
it looked,
it looked terrible.
yeah, it
I
looked
don't know
bad.
what happened.
But obviously it wasn't to the point he couldn't fight, so he was able to whip
Nah,
Paul's
it was
ass either way. But yeah, that just showed how good Israel is. And for everyone else that fights him, they have to kind of get it through their head that you're not going to beat him taunting him. Yoel tried it.
well
Um,
tried it.
Paula
I
tried it.
think Whitaker tried it. I think one time too.
Whitaker
But
actually did what I thought Paulo was going to do, which was rush him, and then he got knocked out. But
yeah,
Whitaker is actually going to fight the guy that Israel wants to fight next. He's going to fight Jared Cannonier.
yeah.
The
I
thing is,
want to see Jared. I
Jared
think
could
Jared.
lose to Robert. Robert is fucking
Yeah,
good,
that could be an easy loss right there.
and
But
that means he might fight Rob. That means Israel would fight Robert again, which could be a. I think next time they fight, it's not going to go the same way. I think Robert's going to be ready.
yeah,
I still think Israel beats him, but I think
yeah.
it's gonna be a tough fight for Israel. I think either one of those guys is gonna be tough, but I think Robert. I honestly think Robert's gonna be Jared. I mean, Jared
I
has one.
think yeah,
Jared, unlike Paula, people call Paula a knockout artist. He's not. I
he's
explained
not.
this.
I don't see it.
I explained this in my video. He's if you were to rate his punches from a 1 to 10, and 10 being like fucking Francis Ngannou, his is
Yeah,
his is like a solid 7.5. The way he knocks you down, not out, but knocks you down is just he just throws a shitload of punches and he just overwhelms you.
yes,
Francis just hits you once and you're
yeah. Francis, he's a knockout. I was like, that guy can
yeah,
knock you out like good because it's
yeah,
different. Because you get to look at the body and the build, and also I guess the height that can take into that consideration.
yeah.
Francis is like fucking huge and he's big.
But
While you look
him, yeah.
at Jared's not.
Jared
He
actually he can hit pretty hard. I think he hits
he
harder
can
than
hit
Paul.
hard, but but putting him in that knockout artist category, that's just not. I don't see it. I don't.
Jared, I would give his punch. I think he hits harder than Paulo does, but I don't think he hits as obviously he doesn't hit as hard as fucking
I give him an
Francis.
eight. I think he's like at
Probably
least an
eight,
eight. Yeah,
eight point
eight.
five. Yeah, he hits pretty fucking hard. He could knock you out with one punch if he puts enough on it.
Mhm.
Paulo can't. I don't think he can.
But
But
with
yeah,
Whitaker, I could see. I mean, would I want to see a
I kind
Robert
of
versus?
I kind of hope for business wise it'd be better for Jared to win, but that's gonna be a hard fight for Jared to win because Robert's really good.
But then
Um,
too, we got to take consideration too, like Israel, like he's 20-0 right now. I
monster.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, he's not, he's ideally he could just wait for like because I think right now with COVID, I think in this situation, let the fight happen. Let's have Whitaker, let's have Jared, let them fight, and I think too because this is I mean like I don't mind watching UFC, but like this COVID stuff is kind of just it's kind of a boring spectator to watch like all the best fights. And they're not like nobody's watching it. Like whether you watch it
Yeah.
on the internet, it's not fun to watch it. I would say if I was Israel, wait for this fight to happen. I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna happen maybe next month or November, December, or probably next year, whatnot. Let this fight
Yeah.
happen. Wait for COVID to kind of die off, and if it does, and then basically wait for the good opportunity and maybe fight. Ideally in May, if
Yeah.
possible.
Uh,
May would be a good idea to fight.
Israel likes to be active, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna fight this year again. I doubt it. He'll probably fight next. Probably will to next
Nah,
year.
take a break. I would say take a break, bro. Let this COVID shit just die at the end of
Yeah,
the year, and let's just
but
move on.
Israel is the best on the planet right now. That's just no doubt, no doubt.
And that weight class, yeah, I think he's doing pretty
Yeah.
good. I would, I now here's another thing. Switching off topics a little bit. Here's the thing that's
Mhm.
involved in the conversation. John Jones apparently has been taking shots at Israel so far,
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
which
talking
I
shit.
don't. Yeah, it's. I think John. He's just because here's the thing too. This has been brought in the conversation a lot with Israel and John Jones.
Uh-huh.
The problem is like there's no way Israel is gonna go up and wait to fight this guy, or it's
I
not.
mean, light heavyweight, John would be way bigger. That's the only problem for Israel. He can make light heavyweight because he walks around 215. I'm gonna say, but
But he's old. Yeah.
John walks at like 240. Like he's fucking big.
Like, dude, you are huge. Like, how are the problem? Because I do see. I think Dana White. This would be if from a business standpoint, it's not ideal if he wants this because people want this fight to happen. I don't see it. I don't
I
see. There's
I
no there's no reason.
I think Israel needs to win more in his division, and after that, if he wants to, I guess. Hopefully, John is still as good as he is by then. I mean, John's young too. He's only a year older than Israel, but um, that would be a cool fight. It definitely has to be a light heavyweight. Israel was talking about heavyweight in his post conference. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to fucking
Yeah,
become
go back
put
and
a
look at it,
lot of
but
muscle on. I don't think that's
but
a
I
good
don't.
idea.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think because I think here's the problem. This if let's say this fight does happen. Okay, I think negotiations of money need to be brought onto the table. John Jones already had an incident with negotiations to fight Francis, but
They didn't give him
those
the
those
money.
got yeah, the money there wasn't ideally wasn't there, and I understand why. Also, John Jones vacating the light heavyweight belt was, I think, a dumb decision on his part. I think he should have maybe waited and then wait for the right moment for like maybe getting a deal secured and then vacate the belt. I think him vacating the belt was kind of dumb personally. He
Mm.
should have maybe held on to it and then maybe if a super fight does happen, vacate the belt and then try to go for a belt in the heavyweight division. Because um, right now the belt is on. Who has the heavyweight belt right now? It's who is it?
Stipe.
Stipe has the belt.
Yeah.
Now John's fought him before and he's won, so it's not. I want to be a bit surprised, but
Well, he hasn't fought Stipe before. He's fought
he hasn't.
Daniel. No. Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, that's who.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm getting those confused.
Yeah. He beat the shit out of Daniel. So, I
But I think, see, because John Jones, in my opinion, like he should stay in the heavyweight division. I think that's where he belongs.
think yeah,
But
we have to see how he does there. I think he'll do
yeah,
well.
because yeah, he's and well, because right now, I think he has to. I think the reason why too why he probably isn't heavyweight, why he wants to go back to heavyweight, is because like Dominic Reyes said, I think John Jones knows that he can't keep up in light heavyweight division. He's still he's getting old. He's getting old, so he can't keep up anymore. Like I think he
Well,
should stay in heavyweight. He has. Let's be honest too. Like I think he should have stayed there, but the drama and whatnot got to him. That's probably why he couldn't
yeah,
stay there.
I think he would still win a heavyweight, but I mean, he has nothing left to do there. He's beating everybody. I don't see the point. Fight
I
Jan,
think
like no one gives a honestly, no one cares about that fight. No one
I
cares.
think the only one I think that deserves a heavyweight title shot would be Francis because
Oh
Francis
yeah,
is
Francis is definitely the next one.
he
It's gonna
deserves a shot. But the
yeah.
only problem too is it's like he's fought Stipe though. Stipe's beaten him like I think
Yeah,
twice
he already
or
beat
one
him
time.
once. Yeah, he already beat him once.
Yeah, so
Bad, and it was
like
bad too. So
it was terrible. I think if
yeah,
Stipe, I mean, if this fight, because I think Stipe versus Francis would make sense.
yeah.
Or because I think him fighting if Francis does fight John Jones for a title shot, it's kind of hard because I think it's iffy with John Jones because he wants to stay in light heavyweight, he wants to go back, or he wants to stay in heavyweight. It's hard because he has to balance these two things. He can stay in maybe one class and that's it, but
Yeah, I would say for John, stay away from light heavyweight, stick to heavyweight. Um, and Izzy, if you want to fight him, I guess they could meet each other at light heavyweight. I really think it'd be a bad idea for Izzy to try to fight John at heavyweight. I think he'll get killed.
he's
Uh,
bulking up right now too, isn't he? I heard John Jones. I heard was bulking up now. He's
oh
actually
yeah,
putting on my weight.
he's
So,
lifting a lot now. I mean, he's
so
strong as fuck. But John, I can't wait. I'm excited to see him there. He's talked about Brock Lesnar. I don't know what Brock's up to these days.
why is Brock Lesnar always brought in this conversation?
Yeah,
This
because
motherfucker's not gonna come fight. Like
I think
he's
because
like,
he's just a big name, like especially because of his WWE background, and he's just a
well,
big
could
draw
if
for some reason.
let's say Brock Lesnar does decide to come back, well, I'm thinking Dana White and him have secured a deal that he might be coming back, but
Mhm.
like they would need to test Brock Lesnar because I'm pretty sure. Well, he was doing like some sort of steroids before
Yeah,
he was in
he tested
UFC.
positive for I think his last fight in the UFC when he fought. I think he fought Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
I think he knocked out Mark Hunt, but then he tested positive. They could done
So
him.
I mean, yeah, it's that's a
He's
problem too. Like everybody takes steroids in the UFC. Just not want to say not everyone, but like it's
that's what
been done
Nate.
that
That's what I
steroids.
think. That's what Nate Diaz said, huh? He's like everyone's doing
Yeah,
it.
Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, everyone said it. Am I
Yeah.
surprised? No, because there's ways to like get drugs into your system to make you stronger besides having to go the traditional route. I mean, for instance, Brock Lesnar's a big dude, like he's huge, but like all that testosterone used to his body, you can tell it's affected him already. Like his body's not, it's slowly deteriorating.
Yeah.
Well, John Jones, in my opinion, he's tested positive like how many times already? Like twice or once? He's been
Yeah.
tested so many times.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's it's like, dude, like you, and I understand why he because I still don't believe the bullshit he said on that podcast that it was meat and like, dude, come on, you can't.
Oh yeah.
That was ridiculous, dude. That's one thing, dude. I respect John Jones, like he's a good fighter, but like, dude, you have to fucking stay off the drugs. Like, just stay off it.
He's like he was in a way, especially when he was young, he was addicted with with just the fast life. Like he loved partying. He loved doing. Honestly, I think he was doing coke and shit. Literally, he was doing
Yeah,
coke
but
and
I
all
think
this
he's
other
got to
dumb shit.
realize too at some point, like, because he's not in his 20s anymore. Guy's like almost
He's
he's in his
early
like
now. He's
mid
like
to early.
He's 31 now, I think, or 32.
So he's 31. like, it ain't like he's like how he was when he was 19. Well, when did he get to UFC? Like 19, right? Or
Yeah,
something like that. I mean,
yeah, and he became champ at like 20, like youngest champ ever, like 22 or some shit, something like that.
then right around that time is like that's when he got into trouble where he crashed his car into a pregnant woman. He took
That was
off.
bad. Yeah, that was bad.
Then, which is like that, dude. Do you know how lucky you have to be to like survive? That's basically like almost a manslaughter charge
Yeah,
and
he
a
would,
homicide.
especially if he would have killed her.
Yeah, dude. And like,
He would have been done
then the cocaine came in the situation. Then he was stripped from his belt. Well, he won the belt from Daniel Cormier, and then he got stripped of it because he got
again.
caught with
Yeah,
again.
again.
And
Yeah,
then it was, dude. It's terrible for John Jones right now, man.
John. Yeah, I was very upset with those years that he kept
Even
getting in
recently
trouble.
with the whole Albuquerque, New Mexico, which I just felt
Oh
was just kind
yeah,
of like, dumb.
the
Why would you do
he
that?
was like
Like,
driving under the influence, hanging out with homeless people. I was like, what?
like, and I understand from his standpoint, like why, because I don't think John Jones, like, he's a single guy, right? He has no
Oh,
relationship.
well, he actually had. I think he has a fiance and he has like three daughters. I think.
So I'm saying, dude, like, you
Yeah,
have all this reason to not mess up your life. I mean,
yeah. I think
I
he's
can
addicted, to be
understand.
honest.
Yeah, I can understand if he was like 21 or 23, maybe. But like, dude, like you're gonna get older eventually, and like right around when you hit maybe your 40s, you're not gonna be able to keep up in the UFC no more. They're gonna have to let you go, and they gotta find the next superstar.
Yeah, there's no
Um,
excuse now, man. He's a
yeah,
grown ass
dude.
man. He's a grown ass man now.
Like, dude, you are old. Like, and I feel bad because the thing too is like a lot of UFC stars they've made a name for themselves without getting in trouble. GSP is one example.
He's a
He was in
monster.
the
Yeah,
UFC. Yeah, and he's never did any drugs. He's always been calm. He's always been great with himself.
he was a
And
big draw too. He's one of the rare
yeah,
ones that's not an asshole or anything, and he's just a big name.
he's Canadian. He's the best, like,
Yeah.
best guy to hang out with.
But yeah,
And
but the truth is, almost all the other ones are kind of assholes. Like Connor's an asshole to his opponent. John's a fuck up. Brock Lesnar's an asshole. Who else is big? Jorge
I think
Masvidal's an
Daniel Cormier
asshole.
at some point Daniel Cormier was actually a pretty good fighter, but he just just wasn't a big money grab. I
Yeah,
think, yeah, even fucking Usama.
Usman's
I
so
hate.
boring. No one likes
He's
Usman.
boring. I fucking
Yeah,
hate him, dude. But he's just
but
like
he's a monster, but no one likes him. Yeah.
like he needs to get like, bro, say shit, call out someone. Fuck,
The
they make it.
truth is, in the UFC, if you want to be a big draw, even if you're good, you have to talk shit. John
I
does it.
know.
Connor does it.
It's
Who else is big? Colby does it.
Colby.
Jorge,
Yeah, Colby too.
Jorge
Well,
does it.
Colby's really, dude. Colby's like, I hate the guy, but I know. Okay, so like it's Colby done. He's doing all that shit
Oh yeah,
as
it's fake.
it's
Yeah,
entertainment.
it's
And like I
entertainment.
understand, like
He almost got cut because he was so boring, and then he switched it up to where he is now. He actually used to be a
like
nice guy.
people.
Yeah,
I'm saying like people like they're looking when if you saw that fight when he beat who did he beat recently? He beat
he
for
beat
fucking
Woodley.
Woodley. What
Yeah,
that? I low keyed it. I fucking hate
beat,
Woodley, bro. I can't believe
he beat the shit out of Woodley.
I know, man. And here's the thing too is just like Colby's gonna be the way he is, and he's just gonna
Yeah.
uh, he's gonna
Oh,
be he acts like that because like that's the way to like piss people off,
it's working.
people to watch fights. That's
Yeah.
basically how it is.
Definitely working. But there's actually another topic I have actually related to Colby.
Go ahead.
This is really dumb. Okay, I think did you see where he talked shit to LeBron and like he said
He did that. That shit was all.
he
It was
said
all
like
not.
he was talking
It
about like
was.
woke athletes and that they're that he's tired of spineless cowards like LeBron James. Those are his words. And then LeBron responded on Twitter, and this is really dumb. LeBron, I don't know what you were thinking when you said this. He's
What do you
saying
say?
that he was saying that if they were able to fight, if they were ever to fight in the ring, Colby would be shitting his pants. Now let me say this: the, ch- the chances of LeBron beating Colby in a fight would be the same as Colby beating LeBron in a dunk contest. 0%. He would get fucking his ass
Yeah,
whooped. LeBron, I don't know what you were thinking. That would be like Michael
you should.
Phelps. That would be like Michael Phelps saying he could fuck up Mike Tyson. That's how stupid that was. But I love
I
LeBron.
mean,
I love him, but sometimes he
I
says some
know.
really stupid
I don't
shit.
know.
I don't
I
know
don't
where that came
understand why
from.
he did. I mean, LeBron should have not.
He should
I
have
think
answered. He should have
yeah,
answered.
he should have not talked about it because I feel like it's not. Here's the thing too that society needs to realize.
Yeah.
This is different. This is a problem I have with putting media and sports in the media because I feel they should be separate. They should not be. But I do understand there is a point where NBA players and whatnot, even football athletes, they bring up the about civil rights and whatnot.
Uh,
But this was just stupid though, because
that was sad.
LeBron should have known from the fact that the dude's like he's clowning him to get publicity,
Yeah,
because you gotta understand, and Kobe was doing this because he knows that if he attacks a black athlete, just being
especially LeBron, who's the biggest,
yeah,
probably the biggest black athlete right now.
yeah, he's popular because he's done so much for the community and
Yeah,
whatnot.
he's a legend. Yeah,
Now look at Kobe. Kobe, he wears the freaking Magna hat. He makes fun
does.
of. He made fun of Usama's tribe or whatnot, and then
Oh man, that was a little too
he
much.
said,
I agree.
"Yeah." It's like, but you gotta realize too, it's just like he's doing it to get people entertained, I'm not trying to give Kobe praise or whatnot. It's business. I'm pretty sure Dana White too, dude. He fucking, if he really didn't want this dude saying that shit, he would have pulled him aside and said, "Hey, bro, you can't be wearing the MAGA hat." But he know, because Dana knows what he's doing. He's doing this to draw people's attention to the
Yeah,
UFC.
that's why
And
UFC. Everyone, no matter what side you're on like politics, everyone loves the UFC because they don't filter or side with one side or the other. They don't side with Trump, and they don't
no,
side with Biden or whatever. They don't side, but they just
no, they don't side.
they let their fighters do
Everything's
whatever they want.
unfiltered. Yeah,
That's
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been like that for fucking, I think,
That's
since 2009.
honestly, that's the way it should be in all sports. I think all sports should be unfiltered. Say whatever you want. Obviously, don't. And
Don't
if
be a racist
yeah,
bigot,
and if
you're not
someone's
really.
racist, then you can shit on them. You can shit on them
Yeah,
for being racist. But they should be able to say whatever they want. If an athlete fucks up, that's their fault. They get shit on. Um, I don't think it should. Honestly, the NBA, the NFL, they shouldn't be siding with one side or the other.
yeah, because I
That's
think
my
the
opinion.
main issue I have,
You lose
I mean,
viewership. So
yeah, with the UFC, like they've just been so, you know, they've never picked a side. They've always been neutral, which I
that's
do
smart.
understand.
That's smart.
Smart,
Yeah.
smart, but also, I mean, you gotta look at it from this point. Imagine, like, okay, let me the WWE, for example. You
Uh-huh.
know that shit's fake.
Oh, that's just fake as fuck.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say. I mean, for people who believe shit, it's fucking fake.
It's fake as
Sorry,
fuck. Yeah.
sorry to break your dreams, people, but
Yeah.
the WWE is fake. Now
Yeah.
everything in the show has been scripted. Who's the heel, who's the villain, who's the bad guy, who's the sidekick. It's scripted from the start.
Uh-huh.
Now, what they're doing, the UFC's in particular with Kobe, is Kobe. They knew that maybe he changed it up, or maybe they had to give him a new persona, because I felt like you said, I did see Kobe in the beginning when he was kind of in the UFC. He
Uh-huh.
wasn't really drawing much of a crowd,
Yeah, it wasn't.
but until I think, when did he start changing? Like, it was like 2015, 2016. That's probably
Around
when
there,
he
yeah.
started.
Around there.
That's when everything started changing, and he knew he had to be the heel to basically get people pissed off, but to also get people entertained and to draw more money to UFC. But what I don't like about this idea is it's like there's going to be a backlash. I do think Kobe should slow it down a little bit. Don't try to cause an uproar of violence, which I do feel it could happen. I do think he's saying all that shit. Cause here's the thing too: if there was really a problem with Kobe, I think everyone would, be on his ass. Even like people who aren't even a big name UFC, like the other fighters, they should be on his ass too. Tell him, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you. They know he's doing it for an act. So it's simple. Now, why I think that this is, gonna be a severe backlash. I feel he's gonna say something totally wrong, which he kind of did towards Usman.
The tribe thing, yeah, he shouldn't. He should have
That
said that.
tribe thing, he should have not. That was okay, bro. That's a little
He
uncalled
he
for.
he kind of crossed the line a little bit. Yeah.
But let's be honest though, if the fight does happen, the rematch does happen, I'm pretty sure Kobe's gonna lose again, because it's like, ugh.
I want Kobe to fight Jorge. That's what I want to see.
I know that's nothing too. Kobe's been getting some fight offers now. I think him going for Usama again is not gonna. I wouldn't do it too early. I would think I would wait.
I would think I'd fight Jorge first. Yeah.
Jorge or Nate, because I heard Nate was also in the conversation as well.
Nate, the only thing, honestly, no, I know people like Nate. The only reason he's a big name is because he's popular. He's not that good. Jorge beat the fuck out of him. Colby would do the same thing. Jorge
Because right now,
and Colby would be competitive.
That'd be a really good fight.
Nate would
But
get
the
his ass
problem is,
whooped.
But the problem is too, is just like Jorge and Nate. Apparently, the rematch is going to be happening, which is like it's been advertised, so it might happen.
I mean, I'll
unless
watch, but I mean, I already know. I
I
kind
mean,
of know
I'm gonna
what's gonna
watch
happen.
it. I kind of because here's the thing too. Like, fuck that, bro. I want, I want Nate to win, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Nate Diaz,
I
bro.
mean, we know he's not, but yeah, he's not
Like,
gonna
bro,
win.
like Jorge. Like, here's the thing about Jorge. I love Jorge. I love both fighters. But if I had to pick, even with what happened to him back in November last year, I want Nate to try and win this belt, dude. Because
Yeah, I really
I
doubt
love
it, but
Nate, bro.
yeah.
Because look at Nate, dude. Nate's like he's been a fucking bad name in the UFC for like even his brother Nick too, which apparently too is Nick's brother. Nick's supposedly gonna make a comeback next year. Which
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't think he is, but yeah.
well, he's already tested. He did a physical exam, so he's ready to go. So
I wonder who he's gonna fight. I don't know if he's even the same that he was. If he's even a shell of
uh,
himself.
I
Um,
think he's right. He's probably gonna make his because there's been so the problem is too with the UFC dude. Like there's so much call outs, so many negotiations. The fights are all over the place. Even Connor's in the conversation again too, because Connor apparently is gonna make a comeback to fucking fight Manny Pacquiao, which
oh yeah, that's actually another piece of news. But before that one, I had
yeah,
this is something I don't know if you heard about it. Connor and Dana White beefing. Apparently,
yeah, that part I heard about that.
Connor. So what happened was Connor
Mhm.
exposed their DMs, and this is
Yeah,
why. To be fair to Connor,
yeah,
apparently, because Dana White's always saying, "Oh, Connor doesn't want to fight; he's retired." But then he shows tweets. I mean, not tweets, DMs and Instagram of him
yeah.
asking Dana, and Dana saying no. He was asking him, "Well, can I fight in May?" And he said, "No, everything's booked." Can I fight in August? No, everything's booked.
Nah,
And then he
I
said,
think
"I think he said, never mind. I'm gonna fight Mac. I'm gonna fight Pac-Man then. Fuck you then." Well, he didn't say fuck
here's,
you, but yeah,
here's the problem I have, that I'm seeing with this, especially from a business standpoint. Dana White, how do I say this? Dana White, I think he's doing this because he knows he's trying to save Connor for the big money fights, the big ones,
hmm
especially. But in my defense, I do think Connor had the right to basically expose Dana for this shit
like
because
yeah, I think they were both
Dana's
wrong,
not,
but he had a
yeah,
point. Yeah,
Dana's not, he's not the honest guy. Like, he's a shady motherfucker. I have to say that. Like, that dude's
he
shady. He's like,
he he shouldn't have lied. He should have just why would he lie? I don't understand that. To make the UFC look better? I don't know. I'm like say that there's no fights for Connor. Just say that. Don't fucking lie to
yeah, no, I do. I have to back Connor on this part. Like, bro, and here's the thing, too. Connor's not the whole, after the Don Cerrone fight, I do think he was planning to probably fight again. But I just think that
yeah.
he and again too this retirement shit that Connor posted up, like, dude, he's not retiring. He said he retired because he was looking for more money. Like,
Yeah, but to be fair, he shouldn't have said he retired. Don't keep leading the
yeah, don't
fans
kill it.
on. Don't keep leading people on. Then you just look like a joke, and then people don't really want to. Don't give a
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah,
that's a bad thing to be saying that shit to retire. But
he said it like 3 times already too. So
well, to be in Connor's defense, I would say this though, like, that's you should stop saying that because
yeah,
but
stop
then
that
too,
shit.
like again too, like I think he said it too because he probably wants to take a break.
Mm,
But again, too, I think the retirement shit should just be brought up when you can't keep going tomorrow.
yeah, that's
Connor
what.
can keep, Connor can keep going. He's got like what? He's like 30, 32, I think, or
Yeah,
31.
he's like John's age, I think. John Jones' age.
So he's still got some little bit of athlete in him.
Yeah.
He's even like taking LeBron James advice on trying to keep his body healthy, which is
Oh
why he's learning from people. So it ain't like he's giving up. My
no, he's
only
not.
problem with this whole issue I have with Dana White and Connor is this. I feel if nothing does happen, Connor could potentially leave the UFC and maybe
Uh,
go to another company, but I just don't see it happening.
he first of all, what I'd say about Connor, he should have been more of a man and just talked to Dana in private. And
Hmm.
on Dana, he shouldn't have lied. Why lie? Just
Yeah,
tell the truth. But actually, Connor is supposed to fight Dustin Poirier, and it's not UFC. It's actually something he's setting up for charity. And
yeah,
Dustin actually said yeah. Dustin said yeah. I'm guaranteeing Dustin said yeah to rub it in UFC's face because they didn't want to pay him his money to fight Tony.
yeah,
Um, which I honestly I agree with Dustin. If they're not going to pay you,
yeah.
fuck it, go somewhere else and fight. But they're going to fight, I believe December 12th or some shit like that,
That was Trump. Yeah,
in
I've heard
Ireland.
about
They're going
that
to fight
in
in Ireland,
Ireland.
and Jorge Masvidal actually said he's going to donate to charity for that fight. Jorge agrees. I know
because
he's
they know
yeah,
they know for a fact that the UFC, it's been proven the UFC's, the negotiations of money have been up and down lately. I don't understand why Dana has to, I understand from Dana's, as a businessman, he can't tell the truth on everything. You can't be honest with people because they don't know how they're gonna take it.
yeah,
I think for Connor's case though, he did the right thing by, I do think it was wrong for him to expose those tweets. I mean, those messages out of the blue
yeah. That's kind
because
of
of
fucked
right
up.
because right now UFC's not even like, dude, they're fighting on an island. Like they're not even fighting like here in America. Like they're on
Yeah,
a island in Barbados or whatever,
and
and they're
yeah.
not even in the States. Like
Yeah, to be fair, Connor, it's not the UFC's fault that he doesn't want to fight more. This is another dumb thing on Connor's side. This is
uh,
probably the biggest joke that I've heard. He
mhm.
offered to fight Diego Sanchez. Diego Sanchez is, I think,
He's not.
he's over 40 years old,
Yes.
and honestly, no disrespect to him, he was a beast in his day. He's a joke.
Yeah,
He's a joke. He's a joke now. So if they were able to fight ever to fight, Connor would kill him. He'd probably give him more brain damage. He already has.
I think
Um,
and here's the thing about Diego Sanchez too. Diego Sanchez, I just don't see him becoming a big name to draw a fight, to draw
yeah.
attention to entertainment.
I think
Maybe
that was
Connor,
I think that was really stupid. That Connor asked to fight Diego Sanchez. I'm like, dude,
not Diego Sanchez,
that's
dude.
almost like asking Chuck Liddell. That motherfucker's like 45 years old or some shit like
No,
that.
no, yeah, that's the thing too. Like you
That,
have to,
yeah.
from the business standpoint, you have to know that Diego Sanchez is not an attention name. Like you,
And he's not
maybe,
good anymore. He's old as fuck.
yeah,
So
maybe like I think when maybe this would have probably a big opportunity. Maybe it would have been like maybe when Donald Cerrone, when that fight was being brought up, maybe they could have threw his name in there. But I feel that Diego Sanchez is like a filler fight. Like he's
yeah,
not.
that's what
Yeah,
Connor said too.
he's
Yeah.
a filler fight. He's not a big name. He's just not there.
But that's I think it's really disrespectful to Diego to use him just to get a win, even though he's old as fuck. I think he has mental health problems now. I'm not even
Yeah,
joking.
I wouldn't even
The
fight
way
him,
he
dude. Like,
looked, the way he looked last time, he looked like he shouldn't belong there. But they're letting him fight just because he's a legend and out of respect. Um, he's been in. He actually came. He won the Ultimate Fighter #1, the first one ever. I think that was over
the first
20
one
years
ever.
ago.
Yeah, 20 years. No one.
He's old as fuck. No one wants to see that. Connor looked like honestly, he looked really stupid to me when he did ask that. Um, but for the news, we all know he's fighting Pac-Man. I think it's pretty much official. I think they're fighting
Well,
December.
I think
Uh,
here's a problem with that, and I'm not trying to say it's gonna happen. It probably will,
I think it will. Yeah.
but here's my problem though. The UFC, because they have to get consent. I mean, because we haven't heard much from Manny's camp yet. It's just
Yeah,
been
we
confirmed.
haven't. Yeah,
Yeah, it hasn't really been confirmed by Manny's manager or whatnot, because right now I think he's the lead senator for the Philippines right now. But he can
yeah.
still fight. Manny can still fight. He can
Oh,
just, hey,
he just be
let's sign this shit. Let's get this shit going.
Keith Thurman, who's a fucking animal. Honestly, the thing
No,
is,
last year, dude, I was already. People were saying, "Oh, Keith Thurman's this, Keith Thurman's that." I'm like, bro, Manny's gonna fucking kill him. Like, bro, it's a
he did.
fucking
Yeah,
veteran.
he beat him pretty
Like,
bad.
dude, he's fought people before him. Like,
And
come on.
here's the thing. It was already bad enough that he fought Floyd, and Floyd beat the shit out of him. This one, and to be fair, Connor did win a couple rounds. I think the only reason he did is because Floyd kind of took those off to see what Connor has to offer. But this
Yeah,
fight, I think Connor can actually get knocked out. Pac-Man is
yeah,
not going to
I
fight the same
wouldn't.
way, but
I wouldn't.
but
I
hey,
don't.
money's money. So hey, fuck it. I mean, earn
The
your
money's
100 million.
there, but here's the thing. Like you said, Floyd, I think took it easy on Connor
He
because
did. He did.
at the end of the day, it's all about entertainment. I don't
Yeah.
think Connor. Sorry, I don't think Floyd really wanted to hurt Connor because I think he just wanted to kind of keep the entertainment going. But
Yeah.
at some point, like during the 10th round, like dude, he's getting gassed out. Like you
He
can
was
tell by
getting
round.
he's
He
getting
was
ass beat.
dusty.
Yeah. And Pac-Man, I think he's gonna knock him out literally cold.
I'm already fuck. I'm calling like 6th round. He's probably gonna kill his ass.
Yeah,
Like dude, like
he's not gonna show any mercy. He's quick. He doesn't fight like Floyd at all. He's not like
uh,
calm and
I think
yeah.
I think he's gotten better too because
He
I
looks really
think
good. Yeah.
yeah, after he fought, because I watched the Keith Thurman fight replay recently, dude. He fucking clocked him in the first round, like bro. So
He's
he's
quick.
good. Like I wouldn't
He's
say he's
faster than Connor. He's faster than
yeah.
Connor. And this is what Floyd said about Connor. He said that Connor actually doesn't really hit that hard. When he got hit with the uppercut in the first round, he doesn't hit
Yeah,
that hard. In the UFC, he does, maybe because you have smaller gloves and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's different, man.
But
It's the glove
boxing,
bounce.
Floyd said that he's been hit harder. He got hit hard. Canelo probably hits harder. Pacquiao probably hits harder. I don't know about that because Pacquiao's smaller, but maybe.
Yeah.
Sugar Shane Mosley was the only guy that ever stumbled Floyd. He hits harder in his prime.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's old now. Cotto probably hits
Yeah.
harder. Few guys hit harder than Connor does in boxing. I think Connor's
Yeah.
gonna
I
get fucking
mean,
killed. He's gonna get killed.
yeah, dude. Because I think the glove thing brings the conversation too, because you have more. I mean, compared to like a boxing glove, is your whole hand just basically covered,
Yeah.
compared to like those little 6 ounce gloves they wear. Those things,
Mm.
you have grapple, you have the ability. You don't. I mean, a boxing glove hurts way harder, depending on. I think they does Floyd use 12 ounce, I believe, or
I think
I don't
they.
know.
Yeah, I think 12,
So
something like
12
that.
ounces are pretty strong, and it has more impact. And
Yeah,
on
there's
top of
more
that
impact.
too,
Yeah.
while comparably, the fight, UFC gloves are, they have stylistically have hands like death. Compared
Mm.
to a boxing glove, that's all padded, and they weigh a lot and they hit way harder.
Yeah.
So I can understand why Floyd said that to Connor. Um, but going back to the Manny Pacquiao Connor fight, my only problem I have with this fight is because I know Dana is not gonna let Manny go. Like not gonna let Connor fight Manny without some implication of negotiation of business or money. Because I know that
Yeah.
that has to be brought into the conversation. You can't just, because I do know they have to give Connor consent to fight him, because like the Floyd fight, they had to get a deal going. And even right now with the incident with the linked DMs, this might put a damage on that,
It might
unless
damage. Yeah, it might.
yeah, unless the money's right. If Dana decides, because I know last time, I don't know how much, I don't know how much, the UFC got paid a lot of money from that fight, and
Oh yeah,
Floyd,
like
Dana got paid
hundreds
on
of
that.
millions. Yeah.
But like, also taking to the fighters, taking to Floyd's camp, Connor's camp, the business and revenues and whatnot to promote this fight. You know, how is it gonna work if Dana decides he's not gonna let Connor fight him? Like, the only option left for Connor to do is basically either leave the UFC, which he's not gonna do that. There's no way
Yeah,
Connor.
I think he's under contract. He can't.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can't leave, but he could potentially try to sue the UFC if they don't let him box. But it's debatable. I don't know.
I think
It,
it's gonna happen, but
it
yeah.
could happen, but like, okay. But if I had to predict, when does, because they said December of next year, right? Or this year, December. I don't know.
Yeah, I think actually he's supposed to fight. I thought Dustin this year. Let me see.
The charity event, but then he's supposed to fight Pacquiao, I think in January. I'm not sure, but they've just
Yeah.
been talking about it.
So he's fighting. Where is it? Um. Actually, I think I took a picture of it or I tweeted it. Let me see. He Connor posted himself like fighting Dustin. Let me see. He's
That is a good
fighting.
fight too.
Oh, he's fighting Dustin December 12th in Dublin.
Okay.
So that means he wouldn't fight Pat. Yeah, definitely. He's not fighting Pacquiao till next year, most likely.
Nah, next year. Because here's the
Yeah.
thing too, with that charity event happening, Connor's gonna have to basically figure out a negotiation. Because I'm pretty sure, again, we just heard from Connor's side that this fight's going, but
Yeah,
we
for
haven't
sure.
heard from Manny's side, because it's different. Because let's just say Manny wasn't a politician, he was not
Mm.
senator of the Philippines.
He's a
I
busy
think
man.
it would be more talked about. But I think the reason why Manny's not really talking about as much is because one, he's got to worry on about the business side and whatnot of the Philippines, and then two, like, we got to hear what he has to say. Here's the thing too. I don't know how the weight division is going to work, because I think Connor's
He's a big
175 or
dude.
something.
They're gonna have to meet at probably 147. I don't
One,
know. I don't
yeah,
know if Pacquiao can
no,
make 154. He's too small.
there's no way, because that's one thing why I think this fight may not happen is just the weight. The weight cut. That means either Man's gonna have to go up in weight, or Connor's gonna have to drop some weight. Which I
Yeah.
think I
He
think if I was Connor in that situation, bro, you need to stop working out. Like, you need to basically just do, slim down all that muscle. You have to get rid
because
of it.
Floyd and Connor fought at 154, I think, which Connor could
Yeah,
make. But Floyd is bigger. Pacquiao is smaller than Floyd.
yeah,
He
dude.
might be able to make 154. I don't know what his walk around weight is. I'm guessing it's like 150, 145. He's really small.
What was
Um,
what was the last fight when he fought Don Cerrone? What weight was he at? He was at
oh
175.
yeah, that they were they were at 170s, I think.
So 170. So, but that was all pure muscle. I could tell, like,
Yeah,
he
he was
put on
big
some
there.
weight,
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Cowboy. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
guessing that will be next year. But as far as the Dustin fight, Connor might be in some trouble against Dustin because Dustin, first of all, I think it's fair to say he's better than when they first fought when Connor
yeah,
knocked him out. He's looked like Dustin's a monster.
Yeah.
It
He
could be
fought
a.
didn't Dustin he fought fuck what was his name? Jorge, right? Didn't he fight Jorge?
Did he fight
Or was it
Jorge?
yeah, didn't he fight, oh no, not him. Fuck. He fought someone. I just don't know her
He
name.
fought
His
Dan
name.
Hooker last.
That was him, Dan Hooker.
Yeah,
That was
Dan
him.
Hooker's a monster. They went. That was a war. If Connor's not at his best, Dustin can beat him. Dustin's one of the best in the world. Um, I wonder what Dana's gonna think of this. I mean, I wonder what he's thinking. He's like, wow, they're gonna do this shit without the UFC. But he's probably feeling salty. But
I mean, at the end of the day, like you don't have to put the record aside. Like
should
it's
have paid
not
Dustin. Should have paid him.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you won't want Dustin fighting Connor in Ireland? Fucking pay him his money. I mean,
Just pay him the money. I mean, I don't understand why Dana's like why he won't do it. And
yeah.
maybe it's just like the liability, the how much who's gonna promote it. You got to take in that consideration, especially the business side of the UFC, is that they have to put a lot of money into this, with no audience because we're basically he probably had to pay for that fucking island too, the one they bought or the one they had to
Oh
basically had to
man, that
rent it out,
shit probably millions, probably.
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So I understand why a lot of these fighters are pissed off and shit, like that they're not getting paid the right amount of money or some aren't getting paid enough. Why all these negotiations like 40 million, 60 million. It's a lot of money and like
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking money.
everyone's watching at home, and people use illegal boxes to like watch it for free. The same. I want to pay full price.
But
So
yeah, Connor is just he's always gonna sell. He's fucking Connor. Even that charity event's probably gonna make a fuckload of money because Connor's gonna be there.
I'm probably calling it right now. If the UFC, with this charity event, I could possibly see like maybe 50 mil.
Probably.
Possibly. Especially
Dustin. I don't know if Dustin's earning money or not. I think he is.
I think he will be, but like also, but too, if you put Connor in there, like it's gonna gain a lot of money.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get a fuckload of money. But
what's that charity event for too? Did they say what's it for? Just
let me see.
I don't know if it's for a research facility or they're trying to.
It said martial arts sparring match in aid of charity. This is list of chosen charities available soon. All donations welcome. Free to air spar. Oh, I mean it's not even pay per view. It's gonna be free.
Nice.
I'm sure he's gonna pay Poirier. I don't think Poirier would fight for free.
Nah, Poirier wants to get paid. I know Connor. I think Connor would want to fight for free because he just wants to fight.
I think what Connor's gonna do. I think because he's just a nice guy, he's gonna pay Dustin, and then the rest is gonna go to charity. I think that's what's gonna happen. He might give himself a little bit of money, but I don't think he's gonna give himself all of it. But
I mean, because I think Connor, he's good on money, bro.
He's fine. If he fights Pacman again, he's gonna have even more money. Yeah.
He fought Floyd. I'm pretty sure he made like a lot of money on that fight. He
probably
fought
100 million.
Yeah. He fought Khabib.
And Nate
Diaz. So he's good.
He might in a few years be a billionaire, maybe. But
maybe.
Yeah, if he keeps going this way. But yeah, that's the UFC. There's all kinds of shit happening. But like, hopefully for y'all, we do a live reaction to UFC 254, which is Justin versus Khabib. That's gonna be a good fight. We'll probably do a predictions maybe then a week before the podcast, like the week before. But or maybe probably the week before.
Yeah, I want to say honestly, who do you got in that fight too against Justin versus Khabib?
The thing is, I've never seen Justin wrestle in the UFC, so I don't know how good he is.
I've never seen him.
I know he's an All-American, so he's good, but is he Khabib good? I don't know about that. I'm gonna say Khabib, and not by much. I think it's like if I had to make odds, it wouldn't be very. It's not like Justin.
It wasn't
to
like
me,
I mean, if you watch the one when he fought Ferguson, when Justin fought Ferguson,
he beat the living shit out of him.
Yeah. Way different to what I really was.
That's one of the worst. That's honestly one of the worst beatings I've ever seen. It was
like,
bad.
dude, and you gotta understand. I mean, look at this standpoint. Like, when the fight, when Khabib backed out of it last minute, he had to because
they didn't even let him leave the country because of COVID.
Yeah, that
Bullshit.
part was also was
stupid.
Ridiculous, man. I don't know why.
Just let him. I should have been like, just let him fight, man, and then send him back to Russia. Fuck it.
I think, and then too was just like because all this hype, they had the press conference. They both showed up with their belts. Like, this would have been the dopest fight to see for the UFC.
It would have been so cool.
But when he pulled out, I was kind of pissed off because I was
very pissed.
Who's going to replace him? And they threw in Justin Gage, and I'm like, man. And here's the thing: I've seen Justin Gage in fight before, so it wasn't like the problem was he just wasn't a big name.
He
Like
wasn't.
this
No.
personally, I never saw Justin Gage as like, oh, this guy's a fucking badass dude. They only looked at the UFC record. That's the only way that's the only way they compare him.
Yeah.
When the fight was pulled out, I think the biggest mistake that Ferguson did, in my opinion, was he made the weight, which he didn't need to. He
Yeah.
should have just
He
not.
only did that just to show off. I'm like, did it work, buddy? That's not smart, man. It's not very
That's not
smart.
smart because I think he should have just when Khabib pulled out, he should have just like worked out regularly, not try
Yeah.
to make the weight. I know it's ideally it's good because you want to look good for the fight, you want to look in shape, but I think the bad part about when Ferguson cut that weight, I felt it was a major disadvantage for that fight
That was
because
dumb. That was a dumb thing to do, honestly.
there was no way because there was no belt involved. I might as well not make the weight. I don't know if they needed to for that fight. I don't think did they have to because I
I
don't.
think I think they did, so he had to make it again, like a dumbass, which was kind of
That
dumb.
was dumb, dude.
It's really dumb.
Especially after that happened, and then watching that UFC fight, I could just tell like Ferguson was way off. I'm like,
He got his ass beat bad.
yeah, dude.
Uh,
Because Justin, I'll give you this, Justin, dude, he's a good striker, dude. He's straight up.
Justin, I think in that
Justin,
division, I think he's the best boxer.
bam.
He's the
He's
best.
naturally, dude. He's good. He's like 24, right, or 25 now.
He's young, yeah, something like
So
that.
he's got a good.
I think
He's
he's
got a good.
he's the best boxer in that division. He's fucking good, man. He's really
Yeah, so
good.
he's got good hands.
Really good hands.
Now when he fought the Ferguson, he's right that he wants to get the belt. He wants to represent America, which I understand, bro. You have to. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
like you're the only American there, you're fighting against the damn Russian.
Yeah,
But
fighting Khabib.
is my only like he said, the only problem I have with this fight is just like I've never seen Justin wrestle before. You've seen
Yeah,
Khabib, you've seen him fight.
smashes everyone.
Yeah, and like, dude, the only time I think Khabib's actually been clipped was it Michael Johnson?
Yeah,
Not Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. Yeah,
Michael Johnson clipped him, and that's what kind of threw him off. That like he's got Khabib's he's not naturally good at striking as much. Mostly
no.
just
Yeah, he's
so I
all
think
wrestling. But
this is a good thing. Yeah,
yeah, Justin, I think he has a chance.
he has
He's
a
not.
chance.
I still think Khabib's a favorite. Obviously, honestly, not by much. I think Justin's gonna surprise people.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope it's not just another ass
He
whooping.
better, man, because it's like, damn, dude, like
Khabib,
this is the guy who was supposed to fight Ferguson. You better step up to his plate.
Yeah, I'm like if you beat Ferguson's ass this bad, you have to do something at least against Khabib.
Yeah.
Maybe something. Maybe hurt him. Maybe take him 5 rounds. Tough 5 rounds. Something. I hope so.
I think another thing too is just like we haven't seen Khabib fight since who was the last guy? It wasn't Conor. It was a guy before him. Was it Hooker?
He
It
fought.
was someone.
He fought Dustin Poirier, and then who did
He fought someone.
He fought. Damn, I actually forgot who he fought last. Let me see.
I know. I just don't remember his name. He fought him, and then that was it. And then basically like he didn't fight for the whole year until like when Ferguson called him out. Then the whole press conference was there. Everyone was ready to go, and that consideration kind of just like bombed them over. Then the worst thing happened to Khabib was he lost his father, which that was fucked up, dude.
That probably gonna fuel fire under his ass.
That's probably why he didn't fight no one. He kind of just stayed quiet, and like he's gonna be fighting this year.
Yeah,
so
actually, it was Dustin, the last guy he fought. He hasn't fought since.
Dustin? Yeah, basically, like that fight, honestly, yeah,
he
beat
the shit out of Dustin.
Right? Yeah, he submitted him, right? So basically, that's my only problem with this fight. If Justin attempts to, he needs to knock him out or basically go for something because I've never seen Justin wrestle. I've never seen him.
At least try to Hopefully, maybe he'll be good enough to stop Khabib, but no one has stopped him from taking them down. He's taken every single person.
There's like a lot of people like who I think Connor, not Michael Johnson's probably the only one who's clipped him.
Yeah, only one.
Him it's like but I think too with his dad gone, could be something different because if you read the interviews or whatnot, his dad was basically like the one to humble him to be respectful. With his dad gone, is this gonna affect him in any way compared to what he was back then?
We'll see. We'll see if that has an impact on him. He'll probably want to honor his father. He might even fight even harder. Who knows?
Yeah, dude. This has to fucking. I was sad. I mean, he died of COVID, right? I think that's.
I think it was COVID. Yeah.
Like, dude, that fucks everyone up, man. You know what, dude? I'm really surprised that no UFC fighters caught it yet. I don't think any has UFC. Oh no, wait. One did. Gilbert Burns, he caught it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, this really is a downfall. But like, hopefully,
That's sad.
it is sad, man, because I think I really even though the Russians, dude, they know how to fight. Like, you know,
Dude,
all
for
those
some
foreign
reason,
people, bro.
those people from like Dagestan and those parts they're like they're bred to be fucking killers. I mean, look at
Yeah, man.
him. Look at what's the other guy? Zabit, the like the long
Khabib.
tall guy.
Who's
This
the
new
guy who looks
guy,
like Who's the guy who looks like Khabib? The one who just
Kazmat, Kamzat,
Casanat. That
some
dude's
shit like that.
fucking
He's a
I
monster.
love that guy.
He's won more fights in he's won 3 fights in like like a little bit over 2 months. Three
That's what I'm
fights.
saying, man.
He's a fucking
I mean,
monster.
all these foreign fighters, bro, they're coming over here
They're
and
fucking monsters.
they want to kill people, bro. So like, I'm
Yeah,
all excited for this fight. I'm excited for it. Now. If I had to put my prediction on who's gonna win this fight, this is hard.
it's a hard one.
It's
Yeah.
really hard. This is a hard decision because they're both equally good.
They're really
But
good. Both of them.
if I had to pick, I'm going against America's rules.
Uh-huh.
Submission wise, it's gonna go to Khabib. I think maybe round 5.
Yeah. Justin, I guess we're just gonna have to find out how good he really is. I think he's gonna stay away. He'll probably just defend the takedowns. I think that's what. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna try to take Khabib down. I don't know if that'd be
Nah.
smart. That's not gonna be
There's
smart.
no way. It's like I don't. Even the Ferguson fight, he didn't. Was there really any takedowns in that fight?
I think Ferguson tried, but it was way too late. He like tried some weird ass takedown that was like he like rolled like to his side, and Justin was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Yeah, Justin like kicked his shit. But Justin has a shot, but who knows? Maybe we're wrong, and maybe Khabib beats the shit out of him. Who knows? But hopefully I'm not. I hope I see a good fight.
I want to too because honestly though, I think Khabib too. He announced too that if he does win this fight, he's probably gonna call out maybe one more guy or another guy, and then
he's almost done. Yeah.
I can tell, like, you know, like especially with the loss of his dad, you know, I think it's like a good time to like reflect on life and whatnot. And honestly too, like, bro, I mean, I think he's trying to go for the 30-0 win.
Yeah. If he wins this one, he'll be 29, and then he one more, he'll be 30.
But he's ideally Khabib is not. He's not really picking out fighters that he thinks because he keeps calling out like old veterans. I'm like, bro, why are you calling those guys out?
I know for sure he's calling out GSP for money.
GSP cannot. Here's the problem with GSP. If he does decide to come back and fight, is he even in that weight division anymore?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he actually was the champ for a long time at 170. I think they'd have to meet. I don't think he can make 155. I think they'd have to meet.
Way.
They'd have to meet at like a catch weight or some shit, like 165 or some shit.
Also, too, you gotta put the money too into consideration. I'm pretty sure GSP wants a lot of money for this fight.
Oh yeah, he's not even gonna. He wouldn't even fight unless he gets a shitload of money.
Yeah. Khabib, unless like he gets paid like a gang of money.
The only guys he'd probably fight would be Conor or Khabib because those guys offer the most money. One of those guys.
I would actually be fond if they would maybe do a rematch with maybe Conor and Khabib, but like
they could, but Conor has to win.
He has to win too, because Conor
you guys asked whooped.
Cerrone, for God's sake.
That doesn't. No one takes that seriously. He'd have to beat like someone like Justin or Tony or someone like that.
Maybe Tony. If he fights Tony,
that'd be a fight.
That'd be a good fight.
He's fighting Dustin now, but that's not going to count. I don't think she's going to count it. Especially if he loses that fight, that's going to look really bad. At least for him ever fighting Khabib again. I think.
Yeah, it's gonna look weird because I think Khabib is.
Yeah, Khabib's going to be like, if you can't beat him, you're never going to beat me. Never.
He also threw up I think I heard too that Khabib wants to potentially, fight Anderson Silva, or was that Conor who said that? I'm not sure.
I think Conor said that.
Yeah. Okay. So it was just him.
Which is a joke.
Yeah, dude, Anderson Silva will not. Dude, didn't Israel Adesanya beat him? Like, dude, no one. They're not gonna watch that shit.
No one's gonna watch that. Anderson's like 1,000 years old now, so no one's gonna watch that shit.
We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. I'm all in for what Khabib wants to do. Yeah. I think honestly, he should, if he does beat Justin, call out maybe one more person, and then maybe if GSP decides to come back to UFC,
that'd be awesome.
I would.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It would be a dope fight, but my only problem is GSP is like what 42, I think, or he's
almost 40. He's probably like 38.
That's what I'm saying. And his last official fight was in 2017. Like that
Michael.
was
that was a good fight too against Michael.
Yeah, it was. It was like
really
3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah. I remember watching that too. It was really good.
That was good. It was good to see him come back, but then him to retire again, like, you know. And then if Khabib and GSP do decide to fight, I wouldn't be surprised, but like, it would be a dope fight to watch, and that would be the biggest money
I feel,
grab fight in the century.
yeah, that'd be awesome. But that's UFC. There's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, man.
Boxing. No, this might be worse than Conor fighting Pac-Man. I didn't know this was happening until today because I looked it up. Boxing news. Mayweather is gonna fight Logan Paul December 20th. That
God,
has to be maybe out of all the things I've heard, the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
But my only problem. Okay, here's the thing. That fight would be, because here's the thing. I don't mind these internet fucking people, YouTubers, basically boxing people.
Yeah,
That's on them.
If they fight YouTubers, that's fine. But when you're going to want to fight the best of all time, that's a fucking that's a joke. That's a joke.
I think a better question is, why is KSI not brought into this conversation? Like, dude,
I don't know. Well, KSI should fight somebody.
Yeah, no, but like ideally, I think KSI should fight Floyd Mayweather because
KSI.
Yeah, the fucking that dude's boxed Logan Paul, beat him. He beat him.
That's true. Yeah.
He's beating Joe Wilder. And here's the thing, KSI, in my opinion, he can bring a crowd, while Logan Paul, let's be honest, he's not well liked here in America. Nobody likes him.
He's gonna bring a lot of little kids. That's all.
Nobody wants to do that. Well, KSI, bro, he's from the UK. He's got a UK audience.
He does.
He draws in more crowds. He's had those, I think, FIFA tournaments or whatnot where he brought YouTubers in. He's a rapper. He's boxed. Realistically right now, he has a boxing, certificate to make him an official boxer.
Yeah.
So why not make him the guy to fight Floyd Mayweather? I think it's a good idea personally.
Yeah.
While I think Logan Paul, in my opinion, I don't see it. I mean,
either way, either guy would get completely fucked up. But either one. But
another thing too is just like the weight limit, bro. Like
I think Mayweather is so much better that won't even matter.
Won't matter.
It won't matter.
I think it's just talks because I don't see it. Even let's just say the fight does happen. I'm pretty sure Floyd wants a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
and
$100 million.
That's not even good.
I think
I don't, and I'm pretty sure Logan, he's way too heavy to box Floyd Mayweather. So
he won't even if he was like 2 tons bigger, he's gonna kill him.
He needs to drop that. He needs to drop all that weight. He can't. He has to basically be down to 155, where Floyd is, and ideally it's not good. Same thing with KSI. Even if I do think the KSI versus the Floyd Mayweather fight would be a better a crowd getter personally, because KSI's got a bigger fan base in the UK, and UK people they fucking watch boxing. They
yeah.
Americans, we don't watch boxing as much. We all do, but like we don't watch for like internet people. We're not like
No. But
I honestly watch it because I watch for YouTubers fighting because it's just entertaining. But like there's older people who don't know that.
This is honestly, this is the biggest joke I've ever seen. Mayweather, the only reason he's taking it would be the easiest fight he's ever had, be the easiest multi-million-dollar payday he's ever had, even easier than Conor, because Logan's a complete joke.
Yeah,
he can't box for shit. Conor could at least box. Floyd might not even try. He might literally stand there and then not hurt him.
They've been I know that when I saw the second fight, the Logan Paul KSI fight, like they actually got trained by boxers. I know
Floyd's dad.
Logan Paul. Yeah, well, in that fight, KSI was taught by a UK boxer, Vital. I don't know his name. He was taught by him, UK boxer. While Logan Paul was taught. Fucking Shannon Briggs, dog, of all.
Oh my god, that's a fucking joke.
Shannon Briggs, in my opinion, he's not. How do I say this without being mean? Because I know Shannon Briggs, he's probably a nice guy.
He's never.
He can fight. He can fight. He knows boxing.
He was a heavyweight champ for only like 2 months or some shit. He lost right away.
To fucking Klitschko. I think Klitschko beat his ass. Like he
beat the fuck out of him.
He also has. He can't. He's also was. He took steroids and drugs, basically. So like he's not. Ideally, I think if fucking let's go champ. That was basically the whole fucking slogan of like 2018. Like that's my only issue. Like dude, like Shannon Briggs was. I think what they should have done is what they should have got. I think Logan. Sorry, not his brother Jake, because his brother Jake fought a guy recently. He was taught by Shane Mosley. Shane's a beast. He's fucking good, dude.
He's good, yeah.
I think Logan should have learned from Shane Mosley instead of Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs is not a fucking good boxer.
I mean, yeah,
A
that's
good coach. Coach. I'm sorry, coach, not good coach.
yeah.
But,
He's a joke. He's a joke. As far
I
as
thought
that, that's the biggest joke ever. I think Vegas odds are like something ridiculous. Like
oh no, they're
like
gonna probably all the money is gonna go
Mayweather.
straight to
Yeah,
Floyd.
Mayweather is
Yeah.
like a one in a million, like 1 million favorite or some shit, like some ridiculous number.
Yeah, dude, it's not
Like
gonna be.
he literally has a 99.9% chance according to Vegas. That's how much of a joke this fight is.
Because the reason why I don't know, I don't understand. Because I heard too today, apparently Floyd's throwing up money to fucking fight Khabib or
Oh
Conor.
yeah, he said he's willing to fight Conor or Khabib. I'm like, yeah, I guess
Like,
for
dude,
money.
stop. Like,
He just
there's
wants
no
money.
point to do this. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. Are you that? Like, because I don't understand. Is he going broke or something? Like,
I mean, he was on Shannon Sharp, 'cause Shannon Sharp, the guy that's on like Undisputed. He has his own podcast now.
yeah.
And he was on it, and he's like, hey, I have plenty of money, but why not have more? I'll fight. I'll get these easy paydays, easy fights. I know I'll win. These guys suck. Why not get another $100 million payday? I'll fight Connor again for another 300 million. I was like, well, I guess
Well, the problem with this is it's like, dude, like you're making boxing look bad. Like,
that's true.
stay in that realm. Don't
Yeah.
fight the problem with and him too. Like he did this happened like a while ago, but like he was in the UFC octagon not too long. I think.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he was like, bro, like stay out of that area, bro. You're not meant to like
that was a
fight
joke.
these. Don't fight these. I'm surprised he took the Conor fight. The Conor fight, honestly, I thought was gonna be. I mean, it was better than what I expected, but like in my opinion, like it was a joke for him to fight that.
Yeah. Logan
I
Paul's
think
even bigger joke.
yeah, if fighting Logan Paul, dude, Logan Paul, in my opinion, is not. He's a YouTuber, and he can. I'll give you this. He knows how to make content and entertain
He
vlogs
does,
and
yeah.
whatnot. So I'll give him that. That's something I can give Logan Paul a pass on. Like, bro, you know how to entertain people. It's good. That's perfect. The only problem is like him, you know, in Floyd happening. This is why I feel this fight is not going to happen because
It's a
like,
huge joke.
It's a joke. I just think that it's all hype. It's all rumors because we don't have confirmation. But apparently it's been confirmed. There's been like, dude, I want to hear Floyd say it, and then maybe I'll believe
it.
Once
Once Floyd says it, then it'll be confirmed.
When you hear from his camp saying, yeah, we're gonna go through with this, because when he threw up Khabib and that today, that shit was just kind of a joke. I was like, dude, why do you do that?
He beat the shit out of Khabib in boxing. I don't know why you want that.
I know, man. Here's the thing too, like I want Floyd to do what I think is best and fight people in the boxing ring, not the octagon, not call these fighters. He doesn't need to fight these guys.
He doesn't even need to fight anymore, period. He should just stay retired.
Like, bro, you proved the point. You were the best. But maybe, and here's the thing, too, I think he still got hunger in him. And there's that point. It's like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson coming back to box, too. Like, why is he coming back to box? It's that hunger. He's still in him. But Floyd, he's not old, and he can still box, but he shouldn't be wasting his time calling out all these people when he doesn't need to.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to fight
And if here's the thing, if you are going to be calling out people, call out boxers people want to see.
Oh yeah, he'll get killed.
I know they want to see him fight Canelo. They want to see him fight Pacquiao again. They want to see him
Canelo will probably knock him out now.
Yeah, they want to see him fight Keith Thurman. Maybe fucking who else? Like fuck, there's like a ton of boxers out there. Triple G.
God,
like bro, there is money there. Why? And he knows because why he knows that if he does fight these guys, he'll lose.
Yeah, he'll lose exactly. He's too old. He's too old.
He's too old. He can't keep on no more. And here's the thing. I don't think Floyd. Though you already. I don't like him. I don't like Floyd because I don't like him because of how he acts in the ring and like how he always says, "Oh, I'm the best." You are, bro. We fucking get it. You're fucking 50. Was it 51-0 apparently now?
50 now, yeah.
Yeah, so we get it, bro. You're the best. Okay, I hate you, but I respect you.
Yeah, he's the best.
That's one thing. I don't like his ass, but I respect him. Like him doing all these ridiculously amounts of call-outs is not gonna build him a better future personally.
Yeah, he just wants money, I guess. He can do whatever he wants.
The money, and the problem is the money shouldn't be the problem, bro. The money. I mean, you should be focusing on what I think he should be doing is teaching younger fighters how to box. That way, which I think he is. He is. Javante Davis, I believe that's his. Well, no, actually, I could be
protege.
wrong. Yeah, no, his other protege just died recently too. Remember, Tony
Oh
Gonzalez?
yeah, he did
He
die.
just died like a couple days. He died like I think 2 weeks ago. He got I think it was a hit and run or some shit. He died.
Yeah, I heard
That was
about that.
Mayweather's prodigy. That was the next guy he
That
was gonna train.
sucks.
But
Now it's Javante for now, but that's
well,
a damn.
Javante, I think, in my opinion,
He's a monster.
I could see him becoming the next. Yeah, he could become the next Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
With him, you can see anything. But I think Floyd should do himself a favor, bro. Stop doing all the call outs, and if you are doing call outs, go fight people in the fucking boxing ring, not the UFC.
Yeah, that's the joke. But
Yeah.
this piece of news I didn't even know. Tyson and Wilder are fighting again in December, part 3.
Yeah, that's.
I kind of don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it. I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fury's gonna beat him. Because Wilder hits hard as fuck, but he's just not on his level. And I think the reason they did that, I think because of COVID, Joshua isn't fighting right now. I think he just wants to stay safe.
That makes total sense. But here's the thing too: is it's like, I don't want to see us fight again, dude.
I'm pretty sure Fury's gonna beat his ass again.
Dude. Dude. If you watch the first fight they did, Deontay Wilder. If you watch the first fight, if Fury didn't get knocked down twice,
he would have beaten him.
I guarantee you, he would have beaten him.
He won every round. He won every round.
Yeah. Dude, that 12th round, bro, like
he beat and in his last fight he beat the living shit out of Wilder. Beat the fuck out of him.
I can already tell, like, dude, you gotta understand too. Tyson Fury,
he's the best.
He's the best, bro. Like, don't even watch him just because of that fight. Watch the older fights he was in, bro. Yeah. He knew how to box.
He beat Klitschko.
He beat another guy too after him. After retirement, he fought Wilder and then he fought again against another guy with UK. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, some weird.
It's American dude.
I think there's one guy that actually gave Fury some trouble. He fucked up his eyebrow really bad. It was some weird ass name. I don't know, but that guy almost beat him.
I know these fights again. I think people didn't know about Tyson Fury because I knew about him personally because I saw the Klitschko fight. Yeah. But afterwards, when he retired because of the depression and mental issues he was going through, he had to vacate the belt because he was just depressed, so he had to give it up.
Yeah.
And then that fight happened, and then I think Joshua took the belt from Klitschko. Yeah. After that fight, then Wilder beat fucking another guy, and it just kind of
Fury can beat either one. I think he's the best. He can beat Joshua or Fury.
Joshua, because here's the thing too, Fury knows how to fight. Yeah, Wilder has no experience in boxing. He has some boxing capability, but he's a one-hit knockout. He just you can tell his fist, his right hand, he cocks it up but he's ready to fucking clock someone.
Wilder's just not. And Fury, first of all, he's bigger than Wilder. He's heavier than Wilder.
Yeah,
Wilder can't even get going because Fury will literally just press his ass and beat the shit out of him, from the inside. Body shots all day.
Shots,
he didn't even let Wilder keep going. He kept pressuring him. That means Fury has really good cardio. And then he knocked him out, beat the fuck out of him.
But yeah, because I think too, he got and I consider, and here's the thing too is the first fight. He changed. Well, after that first fight, he switched trainers. He got different trainers too.
Yeah,
that really was a major step up. I think that was pretty good from the.
The first time, Fury's mistake was he let Wilder. He gave would give Wilder a lot of space, and he was fighting more from the outside. I'm you can't give Wilder space. He's gonna hurt you, and that's what he did. He hurt him.
I think in that fight too is it was his first time back because he hasn't fought in years. So
and it was his first time back. Yeah, he was rusty.
First time back, so you have to give that consideration.
And that too.
That I think Wilder, in my opinion, if he gets trained, because I know he has a yes man in his real. Yeah. He needs to get rid of those people.
I heard Floyd was down to train him for the Fury fight.
Which I'm bro. Take that, please. Do it. Learn from Floyd.
Floyd's the best of all time. So
yeah, dude. And it might not be. And I think this would be a good idea for Wilder because it actually can properly train him to box because he has boxed before, but he's when you're being taught by a guy who's been in the ring longer than you, please take advantage of that.
When you're being taught by the best defensive fighter ever, for sure, man.
Yeah, dude. Sure. He knows. And here's the thing: people think Floyd can't box. Bro, he knows how to box.
I mean, he's the best. Yeah, he's the best.
His defense is way, way good because his dad was the one who taught him. His dad, Floyd Senior, fucking taught Floyd Junior how to fucking defense good and counter punch.
Everyone he fought from Pac-Man to Canelo to Oscar De La Hoya, none of them could do shit to him. He was too
I
good.
think the best example. Watch the Canelo fight. Watch the him
Oh,
versus
man.
Canelo. That fight,
He beat the
dude.
shit out of
Dude,
Canelo.
that fight I watched it. I like, dude, how the fuck were they into? Canelo was 19 or 20 when he did this fight, so he was still in the beginning of the stages. But
He got
those defenses and counter punches, bro, they were fucking
they're-
phenomenal.
Yeah, he was phenomenal in that fight. He beat the shit out of Canelo.
And
But,
I don't see why Wilder would not take this opportunity
yeah,
to
he
just like,
bet
hey,
he bet
let's
yeah he
flip.
better he better take it.
And if he is gonna, and if this fight does happen, well, if it's been confirmed to happen, I hopefully, I mean, shit, I don't even know. I personally gonna go with that as a period this fight because,
Oh yeah, me too. I think he's just not on his level. I think Wilder.
The second fight was honestly a fucking massacre
He
because
beat the
every
fuck
single
out of him.
round, like, bro,
Yeah.
I think the first round was what went to Wilder. The second round kind of got better. Third round, Fury. Fifth round, Fury. Sixth round, Fury, and
Yeah,
then
to me, Fury
it just-
won. He won
yeah, dude.
he won every second, man. Almost every second of that fucking fight.
Again, too, is like he got hit in the equilibrium, which is what happened to fucking Joshua again in the
Yeah.
Henry Root fight. The only problem was compared to what Joshua felt, that one was 10 times worse because he bled that shit. And
Yeah,
you
his
can't,
shit was bleeding. His shit was bleeding.
like, that shit bled out the ear. Like, dude, like he still, and like I'll give him probably he still fought, but like
Yeah, he has a heart, but
I don't understand why he kept going. Like, bro, like, I understand, he said like I have to go down on my shield. Like, bro,
Yeah.
like you don't have to take the loss. It'll be his first loss in his it was.
his whole career.
And
Yeah.
then like I understand why he didn't want to do it, but like, bro, you cannot
Yeah,
allow that to happen.
he
Like,
wasn't beating. He wasn't gonna beat Fury either way. He wasn't gonna beat him.
I mean, you weren't gonna be like Rocky and fucking come back and win the fucking.
No.
I mean, here's the thing too. Like, I don't want to shit on Wilder because I know he fucking can box. He's really
Yeah,
good.
he's a monster. Yeah.
But I do think that because I think the third fight we don't need it. I do think
I don't think so either. I don't know.
I think what should have happened personally was Wilder should have called out Joshua for the fight.
He should
And
fight
then-
Joshua. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that fight would have potentially been better because I know Wilder versus Joshua would have been a better money grab personally. but-
Yeah, and it might be more competitive because Fury's just honestly he's on a different level than those
yeah, it's
two.
a different level, man. You can't
Yeah.
fight the dude. And plus, if the fight, and let's say if Wilder beats Joshua, bro, you have the belts and you can potentially call out Fury for his
Yeah.
belt.
Yep.
That's how this should work.
If he were to beat Joshua, then he could fight Wilder again. I mean, then he could fight Fury
He can
again.
fight with Fury, yeah. But there's this third fight. I mean, I hope I'm wishing Wilder the best, but I think Fury, dude. Fury trains every fucking day, dude. Like
That guy's he's obsessed. Yeah, he's obsessed.
He's taller than you. He weighs more, and yet he can fight more than you. Like,
Yeah,
come on, dude.
he's the best on the planet.
Don't-
He might be the very best boxer right now, pound for pound. Either
he needs
him,
to get,
or Canelo, one of those guys.
I think he just needs to get rid of his coaches and just switch up, man. To give up these people, bro. I understand, like, they're your family. Because I think he says that one of his trainers has been with him since day one, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
needs
problem,
to.
bro. Day one people, if you bring them up in life and they can't handle this shit, you have to move on. I think Wilder, in my opinion, should move on from these coaches, and
Yeah,
because I think most of his team is his family, I believe.
yeah, a lot of people he's been with for a long time.
You have to get rid of that. Especially what happened.
Yeah.
Look at prime example. Fucking Browner, Adrian Browner. Dude,
That a good
his
joke.
fucking whole camp is yes people. His family, his dad, his uncle. Dude, everyone.
He's
he
such
knows
a
his
joke.
family. He's a joke too.
He was actually supposed to be the next Mayweather, and he was on his way up until
He lost to
Maidana.
no, not Canelo. It was
It was Marcus Maidana.
Maidana. Yeah,
He
Maidana.
beat the fuck out of him, and then
Dude,
he talked so much shit to Marcos, and just to get his ass fucking stomped.
it's not.
Yeah.
You can't. Ideally, you're not gonna win that fight, dude. Like,
No.
and that's example of what Wilder needs to get rid of, bro. You need to get rid of people who are amping you up, and I don't think that's happening, but he needs proper training. Like, he needs to learn how to. I think he should go back to the basics
He needs to.
and then work his way up because
he has the power already. He just needs to work on the basics.
I do think that this is kind of a learning experience for Wilder. I do think that he'll come back stronger.
I think he
But
will.
if the fight does happen though, like, I think I'm gonna go with Fury. Either way,
I'm gonna go with Fury. He'll probably box the shit out of him, box his face off again. In my opinion, maybe we're wrong. Maybe Wilder comes back 10 times better than he was. I doubt it.
Yeah.
He is older. Once you're at that age, it's harder to learn how to box.
Again, too, like
Technical.
with Fury, like if he does decide to fight Wilder again, he's gonna possibly call out Joshua, and then if he does win Wilder and Joshua, retire.
Yeah.
There's no point to fight.
Yeah, there's no point. He's no one else. No one else.
I mean, maybe Andy, but like I'm pretty sure Andy's not gonna want to fight him.
And I'm sure he beat the fuck out of Andy too.
Nah.
Yeah, he beat the fuck.
I can't shit on Andy, bro. Like, come on, he was the first Mexican heavyweight champion, bro. Like,
I wish he would have
I know
took that second
hard,
fight
dude.
seriously. He's disappointing me. I was like, dude, you got fatter, you got out of shape. I heard you didn't want to train. You're gonna fight this monster again, and you don't train for it.
But I'm not saying every boxer goes through that route. There's people in life basically who get their first win.
In boxing, if you don't want it, the other guy's gonna beat you. Joshua beat him because he didn't want it. I mean, dude.
Well, I give you this. I think Andy's he's gonna make a comeback soon. I could potentially see Andy come back because you know what? Regardless of that second fight, I always watch the first fight, bro, because that shit.
That was insane.
That's insane, bro. I can't hate on that, bro. Yeah, people, you didn't train for the second fight. You lost. Like, bro, don't even look at that fight because it's just a whatever fight. You know what? That first fight, he fucking made history. Like the second biggest, which by the way, it's not an upset. He fucking won every single round. Like, dude, come on, be realistic about this.
He beat him pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, dude. But like, no one.
Yeah.
He was like the underdog of that fight. Nobody expected him to win.
Yeah, everyone thought he was gonna get his ass whooped, but
yeah. But regardless, like I said, I do want to see. I do potentially. This fight may happen, but I'm going with Fury on this fight.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna be Fury. I'm almost guaranteeing it.
The third one, like, bro, the second fight should have just solidified. Like
it was an ass whooping. There should be no third fight, but whatever. I guess it's more money.
It better be.
Yeah, hopefully for Fury especially. But next topic, this is obviously has to be on here. This is for everyone that doesn't like sports. We are, how far are we? An hour and 50 in. Hour and 51. We're starting non-sports. The presidential debates. Oh my God. I actually watched them on Wednesday when they were live.
It's funny.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. First of all, the moderator, what's his name? Wallace?
I think his name George Wallace, I believe.
Some shit like that. He was awful. It almost seemed like it was 2-on-1.
Worst fucking choice ever. Who picked this dude?
Yeah, it was literally. They should have called it not Trump versus Biden. It should have been Trump versus Wallace and Biden. That's what the shit was. Now to give a quick summary of both sides. On Biden's side, he literally had nothing. All he did was talk shit to Trump.
That's all he did.
Insult him. That's all he did was insult him, repeat himself many times on many topics. And on Trump's side, I have to be fair, even though I'm on Trump's side, he interrupted too much.
Yeah.
He didn't really handle, and this wasn't his fault because it's not supposed to be 2-on-1, that pile on, but he didn't handle it the best way. Now, the first big topic that everyone's saying, which isn't true, that he refuses to condemn white supremacy. First of all, he's condemned it already in the past. There's fucking video. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Secondly, he didn't refuse. He literally said, "Yeah, I'm willing to do that." Because the guy Wallace asked him, "Are you willing to refuse condemn racism?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm willing to." But this is where he messed up. First of all, Trump, why didn't you condemn it? I already know you already have, and I already know you're willing to. Why didn't you just say it? I think he misspoke. I think he was getting shit on by both guys at the same time. They both were like, "Say it, man, say it." Both of them were. Wallace was too. Who was supposed to be a fucking moderator.
Yeah,
you're fucking trash. You're trash.
It's trash, man. Because
he's horrible. He's horrible.
The whole debate was like, I saw Wallace, like he was just, and Joe Biden too, and like again, it just went back and forth, and like there was like really there was like really bad communication because like
awful.
It was awful.
Yeah,
I don't understand why this Wallace dude, like he honestly wasn't the best ideal guy to basically monitor each candidate.
He was awful.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Well, here's the thing too. Like, I can't give Trump a pass too. This motherfucker kept interrupting like a.
Yeah, I agree. He should have stopped doing that. Bro. He should have stopped doing that.
I would tell fucking he's talking, Joe's talking, fucking like no, yeah.
That's hilarious. I guess he was probably mad that Wallace was obviously not against him, but yeah, he should have stopped. He should have just condemned it, and this would all this shit on the media would these lies that they posted would not be possible. He should have just said, "I condemn white racism. I condemn it." That's what he should have said. I don't know.
Just said it. Just keep it simple.
Instead he said, and this is what people are giving him a lot of shit for. He said, "Proud Boys stand down and stand by," or some shit like that. And what got him was stand by. So for people that don't know what Proud Boys is, it's basically, first of all, they've publicly said that they're not white supremacists. Are they the best group? It's a group that I would support? No. They're basically like, this is them saying it, not me. They think because of slavery in the past, you know how white people are looked badly now because of that. They think that's not fair. So that group's goal is basically to bring back equality of white people and black people, and they basically say it's not our fault that our ancestors enslaved your ancestors, so you shouldn't treat us like shit. That's basically that group. I personally think they're not a very good group. I don't know. I don't like they're basically the white version of Black Lives Matter. I don't mean everyone in Black Lives Matter. There's good people there too, but I mean they're like the extreme version of Black Lives Matter, like the ones that will be violent. That's them. So I don't agree with them. Trump shouldn't have said that. I don't know why he did. Maybe it just came out. But
I think it's just possibly he just like, you know, things happen when you're in a moderate, especially right now when that debate happened. Like like,
he was really put on. There was a lot of pressure on him. Literally, both of them kept saying, "Say it, man, say it, yeah, say it." They were both saying it at the same time. They were both forcing him. Yeah,
you can't. I mean, I don't know anything about politics. I just kind of know what's been going on with it. I just think that this is why I don't. The problem with this debate was like I felt like I wasn't watching the debate. I felt like I was watching two guys talk shit to each other.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Like a whole 30 minutes or whenever the fuck this thing went off for. But
and then Biden, what he said that no one talks about. CNN obviously won't because they're on his side. He didn't want to condemn Antifa. He said that it was an idea, not a group. It's not. It is a group of groups. So basically, there's small groups of people in Antifa that destroy your city and shit like that. So it is a group. So he refused to condemn it, and then he just talked a lot of shit. Both of them did. But
I mean, honestly, this debate was just felt like a joke. Personally,
it was a joke,
I saw nothing really happening because like, I mean, there were some questions that were being brought up, but like there was like really no ideally good answers because everything I felt was just being brushed off or not really being talked about, which I understand. I don't know much about the politics or the ideas of like, you know, these shootings and COVID and also some of these ongoing cases right now, these sort of groups that are being brought up, and it's hard because a lot of ideally political stuff that happens being brought into this debate. You're only given a short amount of time to basically give your full on answer. So I understand why you can't. 2 minutes. You can't really sum everything up in 2 minutes. You have to really try to mend the words. And for Trump, he mostly gives a short answer to every question. How I've seen it, whatever he doesn't like about it, he just gives a straight answer. When I watched Joe kind of give his answers, he's kind of was.
He repeated himself a lot.
He did a lot.
A lot.
Like I can't shit on Joe. I understand he's trying.
Too old.
It's like, but they're both not really giving good answers. Like it's hard because like it's like for Trump, he needs to understand is like, dude, you need to like stop being this fucking dick, which he's not gonna be. He's gonna be the way he is. He hasn't really.
That's just the way he
everything.
Is.
He's always been consistent, which is honestly, I'm kind of seeing that a lot in his political stance or whatnot. But I don't know.
They talked a lot of shit to each other.
There was nothing. I mean, honestly, there was nothing really being answered that was good.
Yeah, like a few topics they had. I think one was about COVID. One was about
the Breonna Taylor shooting.
Breonna Taylor. What else did they talk about? Climate change.
Climate change was also brought up. I just don't remember a lot because again, like I watched it for like a good maybe fucking 10-15 minutes and just.
No, that shit was.
I can't watch it.
I watched the whole thing. It was hilarious, honestly. Especially just shit Trump was saying was hilarious. Biden too sometimes, but
Would you shut up, man? I'm like, dude, it's like let him fucking talk. Like, God,
yeah, that's true. He should have stopped interrupting Biden. And then Trump said something. He was like, dude, Biden, I've done more in 47 months than you've done in 47 years. I started laughing my ass off when he said that. And then
I was like,
another funny thing he said was, what did he say to Biden?
He said something. I don't. If you know,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
said some
know.
hilarious shit though. That was laughing my ass off. But as far as the debate itself, um, I mean,
When's the
obviously,
second? When's the second debate? When's
I
it's
think I
supposed to
think
be?
I think it's October 15th.
Okay, so we got a
Yeah,
few days.
I feel like they both should stop talking so much shit. I mean, that's probably not, that's not going to happen
It's not gonna
because
happen. But
they
we'll have to see.
I feel like they should just debate, maybe talk a little shit, just a little, not like the way they did, like literally the whole time talking shit.
Yeah.
Like Trump starts talking shit about Biden's son, and Biden started
Which is
talking shit about
with that,
Trump.
hey, honestly, with that, I was like, bro, like, dude, you're letting fucking Trump talk shit on your kid who's a
Yeah,
soldier?
and
Fuck
then
him up,
and then
dude.
he called Trump a clown and shut the fucking
I would
down.
call him a clown too. I call him
I,
like, you're the fucking stupidest clown I've ever fucking met in my life.
It's because I think Biden said something like he's like, why are you Vladimir Putin's son? Why are you Russia's puppet? He's like, well, I want to be talking. Your son took 3 million from Russia for really no reason. So who's the puppet now? And I was like, oh shit,
I don't know, man. This is why politics is not a fun game to
it's
be
a
in.
joke. It's a joke.
It is. It is what it is, though.
The
But
moderator was a fucking joke. I think they should honestly they need someone that
they
first of all is not a politician. They should get someone that doesn't even care about politics, and all he has to do is ask the questions. That's all he has to do and moderate.
make Michelle Obama the moderator.
Oh no, he should definitely be against Trump though. I'd say
Oh yeah,
someone
yeah.
like Joe Rogan or some shit. Someone who doesn't give a fuck either way. Joe
They
Rogan
don't,
would.
because I don't know what was. I think I don't know who George Wallace is. Who is he? Like he's
He's
just
like
some sort of.
some. I think I've seen him on CNN before. Like
Okay, I gotta
he's a
see that
liberal.
because
Liberal,
they gotta
yeah.
find something to help really figure out who's gonna be the next moderator. Because I honestly did like if they
He's
put this,
awful.
is he gonna be the full moderator for the rest of the debate? Because
I
if
really
not,
hope not. He really
switch him
hope
out,
not.
please.
He's
I want.
terrible. He's fucking awful. But they should get someone that's not even on any side, not right or left side. They should get someone that's like someone who doesn't know shit about politics. All they have to do is ask the questions. That's all.
Well, I mean, that's debatable. Anyone, because you have to be at least know some sort of
Yeah, I
political.
mean, like someone like I mean, they're gonna know, but they shouldn't be affiliated with either side at all. Like Joe
It's hard right
Rogan.
now. Again, politics is it's a weird game. You have to really know your shit. But
But the debates was a joke. I thought Trump won. I think he made a little bit better points. Even though everyone on the left's gonna disagree, that's who I thought won. Yeah, but yeah, that's the presidential debates. I have another topic. It's not has anything to do with it, but
yeah.
I guess because we know about anime, so Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z's future. I guess the first question is, how good do you think was Dragon Ball Super? How good was it?
I'll tell you this much. Well, before S, I actually watched the Dragon Ball F Resurrection. I watched that.
Oh, the movie.
When it first came out,
Yeah.
I watched it. I mean, honestly, like my main problem with Dragon Ball Super is it's going for a comedic type of vibe. If you kind of see it.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, each episode because I have watched I watched when Trunks came back to the future. The tournament arc was probably the best one, and then I kind of I mean my only problem I have with that is just like it needs. I know it'll never top Z. Z will always be perfect. It's always been perfect.
Yeah, that shit was perfect.
I can never I always love Z to the day I die. Like that shit's the best.
Yeah.
But I can tell Toriyama like he's trying to find some ways to basically keep the story going, which I do understand. I understand for some point you need to like keep Dragon Ball keep going because I do know the games are getting better, but with S, I give it like an 8 out of 10. It's my opinion because I do think it's very funny. Super's it gets funny too. When I watched Resurrection F and then when I watched Battle of the Gods.
Oh yeah, that one too was cool.
They're both pretty good. I watched even when they was on Toonami when they put all the shows on there, when they put all the episodes on there, it got good, it got better.
Oh yeah.
But I think the only one I have not seen yet is the Broly movie. I have not seen Broly.
Oh, you haven't seen it? It's pretty fucking.
I need to watch it because I just finished up the tournament arc, so I just kind of finished it. So maybe I'll watch the Broly movie soon. But S it's okay. It's not ideally the best anime ever, but like I give it like 8 out of 10. It's getting there. Maybe I just need to keep watching the game. Maybe it will get better, but so far so good.
This Dragon Ball Super. Definitely not. Yeah, not better than Z. But
Z will never top Z.
It won't. Yeah, but it was pretty good. I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. There were some amazing battles. obviously with more advanced animation, it's gonna look even sicker. Like obviously Jiren versus Goku.
That's like
Um,
the best one, dude.
that
Jiren,
was
but yeah,
that was spectacular. But
Zatamas versus I when they go to when they go back to Trunks' time when the future Trunks came back, Zatamas versus Goku. That was
oh
probably
yeah,
a good one.
that was a good one. Zamazu versus Vegito. That shit was
Yeah,
sick.
I like.
Um,
I think another one I like. The tournament arc was the last part. The last few episodes were the best ones. If
they're
you actually watch.
amazing. Yeah, when
Have you
he's
seen the
like,
tournament arc?
yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
all of it. Yeah,
Jiren, dude.
he's a
Jiren
monster.
was a
He's a
good
monster.
fight. Even fuck, what was that bitch's name? God damn it, they
Oh,
fused together.
Kefla.
Yeah, when they fused and basically like fucking. Did you watch that the Kamehameha when fucking
Oh
Goku got
man, he
that
literally
shit?
he dodged
I
that shit.
8 times, bro. I watched that shit 8 times
That
when it
was
first aired. I was
that
like,
was
"There's no
pretty
fucking
amazing.
way."
That was
Fucking
amazing.
blew her ass out of the goddamn tournament. Shit was
Yeah,
funny.
there was some. To be fair, there was some dumb ones like the fucking that one bitch that got giant and was like her power of love. That was kind of stupid.
That was kind
Uh,
of dumb.
I was
See,
like, this dumb fat bitch is that powerful? Like, the fuck out of here.
I get into like again. I can see Toriyama's trying to make. He's not trying to make it comparable to Z because I understand why he doesn't want to be like
Yeah,
Z.
yeah.
Z was more of like a serious
That shit was
Dragon Ball.
hyped.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was hype because every
yeah,
episode was hype. But the problem was it fucking took like 30 episodes.
yeah. That's the only thing.
Watch.
They should have made it hyped but quicker, not like fucking Z where there's like 30 episodes of, like him yelling. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But
But still, it
it
was
was.
still
I
good.
mean, he tries to make every episode good. I'll give him that much.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it was still really good. Um, but at some point, what are they gonna do? Like, how powerful are they gonna get? They're already fucking god level, like Ultra
God,
Instinct, fucking shit. Like, what's
er,
next? It's nothing. Like, what
I
the fuck
mean,
else?
I'm hoping like they're. See, because I don't know how far. I know Toriyama. He's gonna try to keep the show going for a little while. Like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna, I mean, they brought back Frieza, which
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
I mean, it's cool, but like, I don't.
hey, with
Frieza's
his new
not a good
form.
character. Like fuck, bring back Cell, bring back people.
Oh, that'd be
Fucking,
insane if he came back.
I think they should. Like, there's no reason. Like, if you brought back Frieza, you have to bring back Cell, or like,
Cell, the only thing is he'd be like, if you were able to absorb them, he'd be too much. He'd be fucking.
I think they would change it up a bit. Maybe like already have him in that perfect
Yeah,
Cell body.
they'd have to limit him because if he got all of them, he'd be unstoppable. He'd be one able to stop him. But
Maybe I guess explore because I know Toriyama's trying to maybe potentially make Goku or Vegeta the god of destruction maybe in the future. I don't know.
oh, that'd be dope.
That would be dope. Maybe explore. I mean, there's infinite storylines they can keep going. Maybe Bardock could come back, or maybe
Oh
they
yeah,
could.
Bardock.
There's stories out there they can do with this
Yeah,
with the Dragon Ball universe. It
and
ain't like it's over, but they'll find something out.
and obviously the other universes that had like their monsters like Jiren and fucking Kefla and fucking Hit and shit like that. Like
Yeah,
those
like
universes.
they can. There's ways for them to keep going with the story.
Yeah.
Like I feel Super is gonna keep going. I don't know how long because I know Z started in the late '90s and then it wrapped up in. God, maybe I could be wrong. I think it wrapped up in '98. I could be wrong though. 'Cause I
Yeah.
know like when Z was aired here in America, we got like from the 2000s all the way to 2005. I think that's like the last one of Dragon Ball Z. Then we got GT, which
Oh god. Yeah.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah. That's separate.
I actually got to watch it recently. I watched it again just to see how bad it was. I mean,
They had different
it was
Saiyan forms and shit.
yeah, it's a weird, but like it was a good conclusion to Z. If it was, if it was like if they were to end Z like from that series, then someone could be it. But no, they just
Yeah.
scrapped that and made Super.
Now they're like all gods and shit. Like holy shit.
Well, we'll see what goes from there.
Hopefully, then soon Gohan gets the Super Saiyan God. That'd be dope. I don't know.
I think the problem is like, dude, they basically made Gohan weak in this show.
Yeah,
Why did
they made him a bitch. Like he didn't even go.
bitch.
He didn't even
Plus,
really go Super Saiyan. Like the fuck?
like you ever seen F, right? You saw like when he was like so like all his muscles were gone. Like dude, he
Yeah,
went
that's fucking dumb.
from an
What the
OP
fuck?
character to a fucking downgrade.
He went from beating Cell to being a bitch. Like what the hell is that?
He beat Cell, and then he did beat Boo at one point until
Until it absorbed him. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it is what it is. But I truly think that there's gonna be people getting redeemed. I'm glad they brought back some characters from Cell. I mean Zeke. They brought back Future Trunks, which is I kind of missed him. I'm gonna
He's
be
a
buying back.
stud. Yeah, he's a stud.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's a beast. But it was good. I don't know how powerful they're gonna make these guys until they're fucking like the Xenos. I don't know until like fucking.
Nah, I think they're gonna keep maybe make. They have to make one of the people the gods, and if I had to put my money on it, I think they're gonna probably make Vegeta. I think Vegeta needs
God of
a
Destruction.
fucking. He needs something, man. He keeps getting screwed over.
He got fucked
Toriyama,
up.
what are you doing?
He
What are you doing
got
about character,
he
bro?
got fucked up by Jiren. I remember that.
He tried though. He tried to come back, but he
Yeah,
just didn't
when
do it.
him and Goku fought Jiren at the same time, they did okay until Jiren like
Yeah.
went full power and fucked up fucking Vegeta, beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Then Goku had to go master Ultra Instinct to finally beat him. I was like, holy fuck.
Fucking Ultra Instinct, bro. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, he went mastered. Like, he had the fucking gray hair. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, silver hair. I was like, goddamn. But
It is what it is, but I'm hopeful that maybe we'll get something out of this S. But yeah.
yeah. As far, I guess we could say right now, well, Broly's really powerful. I know you haven't seen the movie. He's really powerful. But I guess if I had to say who's the strongest character besides the gods and shit and the angels,
Yeah.
probably Goku. Maybe. I mean, Broly's up there. Maybe Broly. And if you see the movie, you'll see how powerful he is.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's either him or Goku. I guess Broly, because Goku wasn't able to beat him by himself in the movie. So I think Broly's
I
the
guess I think one reason
strongest.
why I haven't watched it yet is just because like I've heard like a lot of backlash has been coming on because of the voice actor who did Broly.
Oh yeah,
There was some stuff that happened to him when the movie came out. Like I chose not to watch it because of that. But then now I'm hearing more stories about it being fault again. I have to watch it. No,
it was
I know I might watch
the fight against Broly was pretty fucking sick though. It was pretty sick.
it. Okay, I'll check it out.
But
Yeah.
it was a good movie. I think Broly's definitely different from the canon version movie. He has more of a heart. He's not some like, I mean, he still gets
Well,
mad, but
yeah. I've
But
seen the Z ones. I've seen one where when they first fought Broly, and then the second one when they fought and it was Gohan and Goten. But
yeah,
afterwards, like there was a third one which I never watched because people told me that's like the worst DBZ movie by him.
oh yeah,
Where he comes back, I guess he's all like gel or I don't know. I chose not to watch that one.
but yeah, Dragon Ball. If for all y'all that are still watching, hopefully we can do a Dragon Ball videos in the future. I was thinking like, what if battles. Maybe even against people that aren't in Dragon Ball, like Superman or some shit.
Yeah.
I know those guys that have done it, like the big anime YouTubers like Seth the Programmer and SWAT Kauge and all these other. And these guys are huge, but maybe something like that. I was gonna ask a question about Naruto, but have you seen much of it or not? Naruto?
I'm kind of iffy on it. I gotta get back to that series. I'll probably watch it soon.
Yeah, Naruto. Have you seen at least when he's like in Shippuden?
No, I haven't.
No, did you just see the one when he was the kid, like Naruto?
Yeah,
Naruto?
again, I have to. I gotta watch it. I've never watched Naruto. I watched maybe a couple episodes when it was on Tsunami, but I never like fully watched it through. I gotta
Yeah.
get into it.
It's pretty fucking good. It's different than Dragon Ball. It's like less. I mean, there's hype. There's more emotion in it, like more emotional shit. A lot more. Like feel like if you compare Dragon Ball and Naruto, like the shows, I like Dragon Ball more, I guess, not by much, because Naruto has.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes you care more about, like the only characters that I really care about. I mean, I care about a lot in Dragon Ball, but like only like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. But in Naruto, you care about like everybody. You care about
That's true.
Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, everybody, even the villains. Sometimes you care about them.
Yeah, I gotta watch this, man. I mean, because people have been telling me I should have watched it when it was getting popular back in 2014.
It's I've been watching. I'm almost done with Shippuden. I'm about to start Boruto when he has a son. Like it's not even about him anymore. Yeah, like so far, Shippuden is fucking good. I like it the last few episodes, and it's kind of like Dragon Ball. They get stronger and stronger and stronger as they get older. They're fucking monsters now, but they're obviously not as powerful as Dragon Ball. Like they don't like destroy planets and shit, but it's getting good. I found a dub.
Do you watch any of the? Do you watch what's Beastars or like that, like on the Netflix animes or no?
Nah, actually, I've seen them before. I mean, like checked them out, but I never watched any of them. Maybe I should. Like one of the.
Yeah, I would
some
say
of
because
them.
right now, like most popular one I've seen so far is Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
that was pretty good. I gotta
seen-
watch Hunter. I gotta watch Hunter x Hunter too.
Oh yeah, I've scrolled past that one before, Hunter X 2. I've scrolled by Seven Deadly Sins. I've scrolled
There's a
past.
couple of new ones I've seen so far on the Netflix series, like Beastars, Brand New Animal. I just started watching. I finished up Inuyasha like last year.
Oh, I heard that was really good.
And
Inu-
the new series, Yashime, whatever, the sequel to Inuyasha is dropping
Oh
on the
shit.
third.
Yeah, I heard New Watch is really good. I might have to check that one out.
It's pretty. Yeah, dude. Like it took me a while, dude, but it's not. It's like has 178 episodes, and then it has like another series. That's the conclusion. That's it.
Oh damn.
But then there's having this new one that's dropping like in a couple days, which I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, Beastars. I've heard of that one. I probably need to check those out, all of them out. But
Yeah, it's cool. Just put it out there. Ippo
But-
also Makana Uchi. Sorry, Hajime no Ippo is pretty good. It's a boxing anime. Maybe you might like it.
oh yeah,
Funny too.
I guess the only animes I've really seen like almost full. I mean, I've seen all of Dragon Ball, Naruto. Basically, seen all of it. I haven't seen Boruto yet, but those are like the two that I've seen all the way through. I don't think I've ever seen a whole anime besides those two. I should probably check more out. Like I'm for sure I'm gonna like one of them, but
If you can't, just go to Hentai Heaven, bro. I'll tell you, you'll find all the anime there.
oh my god, yeah, go to
Hentai
if I
Heaven,
get
bro.
desperate, just go to hentai. I'm just kidding, but I guess before we wrap it up, I have all. You have any more topics? I think that was all of mine.
Nah, I think I'm pretty much good. I kind of got my shit to say, but hopefully we'll be able to do like another UFC reaction.
Yeah, hopefully live reaction. Yeah, hopefully we do anime.
That would be great.
Yeah, that could be one especially. That's huge. Maybe even Connor and Poirier in December.
And then we got the Mike Tyson
Oh,
fight too.
Mike in November. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then hopefully next year, Wilder Fury Part 3. What else?
Okay.
Connor. What else is supposed to happen? Connor Pack, man.
Yeah, so
yeah, those.
I mean, like I said, man, we got like a lot of good videos coming up soon. So
yeah.
hopefully,
I'm gonna try to switch up my content too.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna be good?
But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode 15 with me and Wildcat.
Yeah, man.
And check out the live reaction. Fuck it. But we'll
Check us
catch
out,
you.
man.
Yeah, check us out. Check us all out. It's everything in the description. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.
Later.
We're out.